Some people have lovely rubbish, don't they?
How do you make money for nothing?
Are you chucking that, really?
We are, yeah.
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Presume it hasn't come straight out of the sitting room, then?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore
My colour?
wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff, and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
Is that it?
Yep.
She can transform her finds into desirable,
Absolutely amazing.
valuable,
Goodness, I love it.
and let's hope, saleable items.
Oh, my word.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I didn't dream it would ever come to anything like that.
Welcome to the Whitley Recycling Centre in Surrey, where the rubbish never stops and neither does Sarah Moore. Not until she gets what she wants.
It's a bright new day and I'm going to have anything in here that I think can turn a profit. I'll take your trousers, your toaster or your sofa.
Trousers? Steady on. Sarah has her sights set on 3 items that she can save from certain doom and put back in your living room.
I like the look of your fence.
Thank you.
Sarah has special permission to do what she does, so don't go taking stuff away from your local recycling centre, or you won't be allowed back, all right?
What would you do with that?
There's no point in asking me. The upcycling ideas are your department, Sarah. Perhaps inspiration will strike with the junk in Tony's trunk.
Hello there.
Hello there.
That is a fishing rod habit. What are you doing with that many fishing rods?
I brought them quite a few years ago in the job lot.
Right.
I did, and I've done nothing with them at all.
How much did you pay for that lot then? Do you remember?
Oh, I can't remember. I brought them from an auction, I did. For the lot, I think it was about £45, I think.
Right. And do you fish a lot?
No, I don't. I just thought it was a bargain, you know.
I reckon that's a bargain. There's something about them. They're really attractive. I think
Yeah.
it's all the different colours and the
Yeah,
fittings.
it's some nice bits on there, you know.
They're lovely. Can I have them?
Yeah, you certainly can.
I don't know what
Yeah.
on earth I could make out of them.
I'll tell you what someone did tell me they made with these.
Yeah?
A trellis
Nice.
together, an arch.
For the fisherman's home, that's ideal.
Yeah.
Look, if it's OK to take them away...
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you reckon I can bundle them up and get them out of here?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
A bargain's a bargain, Tony. But what do you think Sarah will do with them?
Sarah will do what Sarah wants to do. No doubt she'll make something good out of him. She will, and please someone.
Good on you, Tony.
Well, I have fallen for these hook, line and sinker. What a cracking collection of fishing rods. They've got beautiful detailing on them, they've got fantastic fittings, and there are hundreds of them. So the money-making potential here is massive.
And Sarah's got some makers in mind who will be up for the challenge. Meet Josh and his best pal, Ollie. These dedicated designers have a passion for turning unwanted waste into must-have items.
I think getting the salvage materials from Sarah, it's like, it gives us a really good opportunity to do something completely different. So it's actually a really good design process and it gets us thinking and, yeah, something that we would never do normally.
Yeah, I think it's great to have that vision of how something can be transformed and then actually be involved in making it happen.
Let's hope the boys are as excited as Sarah by the fishing rod's potential. With one item safely put aside, Sarah's back on the hunt for another 2. And what is she doing?
I'm going to release a tip 10 single.
Ah, yes. And there's your biggest fan. But before you hit the big time, perhaps you'll settle for a game of musical chairs with Paul.
Hello there.
Hi there.
Hi, sorry, Sarah. Hi,
Hi,
there.
Sarah,
How's you?
Paul.
Paul, hello. Nice chairs.
They're lovely chairs.
Can I have a look at one?
Yeah, take a look.
Where are they from?
They're actually from a neighbour. She's in the process of moving, and she would like to keep them, but it's just, you know, it's
she
not practical.
downsizing?
Yeah, she's downsizing. It's not practical. So she said, unfortunately, they've got to go.
So do you think are they garden chairs, or where were they in her house? Do you know?
Well, they were in stowage in the shed. I think they were still
Okay.
stored in the shed, and you know, she hadn't used them for a while.
What do you reckon? A pair here, barley twist things on them. Maybe they're sort of 1920s, 1930s,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
kind of thing.
You know, she wasn't sure herself.
1920s might be right.
Lovely.
Barley twists are the corkscrew-like details which had a revival in furniture during Queen Victoria's reign in the 19th century.
So would it be okay if I took them away?
Yes, yes, please do. Yeah, I'll be more than happy. I mean, it'd be wonderful to see somebody do something with them to bring them, you know, that they can be used again.
Well, I'm going to take this one away and I'll be back for the other.
Okay, lovely.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
A pair of chairs with a bit of barley twist. Great find. But what does Paul think is in store for them?
There'd be fantastic garden chairs, or maybe, you know, conservatory, who knows? I mean, but there'd be, whatever it is, I know they'd be good.
Well, what do you reckon? What a lovely pair of chairs. They've got barley twists at the front, they've got brown seats and cream arms, but that can go. And what you get left with is a pair of super saleable chairs. And I know just where to take them.
Norman Wilkinson, aka the Titan of Timber. He uses his years of experience to create handmade, one-of-a-kind furniture that will last a lifetime.
Oh, the reclaim is great because it's, you know, if you're making a tabletop out of reclaimed timbers and everything, no two tops will be the same. So it's tactile, it's always got its own mind. It's beautiful. I hope that people will see when they buy it that we've put our heart and soul into it, and, you know, we put as much love as we can, so hopefully that comes out into it.
That's good to know, Norman, because you're going to have to dig deep for this project. That's 2 items set aside, but the day's not done yet. Sarah still has to find something she can work on herself.
I don't care about the colour. As far as I'm concerned, it's waste not, want not.
Well, in that case, Steve's got some brown and black things, but to you, they could be the colour of money.
Hiya. What are you throwing away then?
Yes. Hey, oh, well, just clearing the shed out.
Oh, yeah. What's in your shed then? Have you got a good shed, Phil?
My shed's empty now, I hope.
Ooh, you've got
bits and
classy
pieces.
stuff. Is that all going in?
Yeah, it's all going in the skip.
They're not real ones, are they?
They're not real ones, no.
Classic Barcelona design, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Classy indeed. The Barcelona chair with its distinctive curved metal frame was first made in 1929, born from the German Bauhaus movement.
They're such a stylish thing, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're an iconic piece of furniture.
Originally commissioned for Spanish royalty, their popularity exploded in the 1950s and 60s, leading to less expensive reproductions being made, like these.
So what have you got? Are they...
I've got 2 Barcelona chairs and a Barcelona stool.
They look like they might have been...
They've seen better days, yeah. This one's been scratched to bits by the cat,
Right.
so that one's defunct, and this one's just getting too tatty now.
I really like these.
OK, cool.
So would it be OK if I took them away?
Absolutely, of course, yeah.
Fantastic, thank you. Should we get them out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Reproduction or not, these are some seriously stylish seats.
Well, thank you so much for all of that. Look, I'll be in touch.
problem, pleasure.
Thanks,
Take
bye-bye.
care.
Sarah's struck gold, but what does Steve think she'll do with them?
Not a clue what she might do with them, but very surprised that they can be reused in another purpose, and look forward to hearing what she's going to be doing with them.
These are good, solid, stylish things. I'm loving all the chrome. Plenty of leather here, so loads of potential. Well, maybe to make them into something, who knows what, really?
And with that, Sarah has her items. Josh and Ollie will find a new function for the fishing rods. Norman will give a whole new look to the garden loungers. And Sarah will create something fantastico with the Barcelona chairs.
Well, the rubbish is in the bag and we've had a great day, but now the hard work really does begin.
Deep in the heart of the beautiful Sussex countryside, Sarah's trundling along with a bundle of fiberglass fishing rods. Woodworkers Josh and Ollie are always up for a challenge, but Sarah might have gone too far this time.
We're looking forward to getting started with another project and seeing what weird things she's got for us.
Oh, Ollie, just you wait.
Well, I was so excited when I found all of these fishing rods in one place at the recycling centre. They're beautiful, they're colourful, but I think they might be a little bit tricky to upcycle. But I've got two great friends in mind, Josh and Ollie. If they can't do it, nobody can.
Or they could just tell you to sling your hook.
So, first impressions, what do you think?
Take them away.
They're not that bad, they're not that bad. And there's loads of them. They have to be usable because there's so many.
It's just going to be quite a difficult project to tackle, isn't it?
Sorry, Josh, but I'll make the fishing jokes round here. I don't mean to be shellfish.
They have got some strength in the handles that could mean they could be used for furniture, and they've got great flexibility in the ends.
It would be really cool to use the flex in some way.
Yeah.
You know, that's like an intrinsic part of a fishing rod, isn't it? So I reckon they would lend themselves quite nicely to seating.
Yeah.
Because of the flex, you can kind of form a nice shape with them.
Well, that sounds great, because I think they will make a really good organic shape. So it's just what kind of seat do you want to pitch at?
Anything with like a nice, like say, like a nice flow to it. Like a kind of lounger, something like that.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
They've decided on a fishing rod lounger chair. It doesn't sound too comfy, but if anyone can do it, it's these boys. Now, down to business.
Lounge seat price.
What if we were to say 450, 400 maybe?
I think that's fine for a big designer chair out of this lot. 400 if it comes in at 450. I think that'd be all right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I want to make a fishing joke, but I'm just going to say good luck.
Thank you very much.
See, Sarah knows better than to steal my jokes.
I know I said I like to challenge, but this is a little bit crazy.
It's probably the weirdest one we've had yet.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure we'll come up with something.
Well, that is one project that is certainly going to keep those boys busy, but the world's first fishing rod chair, that is something that I cannot wait to see.
Sarah and the chaps agreed a budget of between £400 and £450. Was a lounger the best choice for this project, or have the boys made a rod for their own backs? From West Sussex to the East Sussex village of Hellingley, where the locals enjoy a gentler pace of life. Whoa, slow down there, fella. Now, back to business. Sarah's brought along the pair of dated garden chairs to the man who lives, breathes and eats wood, Norman. Well, he probably doesn't eat wood. But what will he make of Sarah's latest find?
What she brings will be fantastic, or I'll scratch my head and wish she turned around and go the other way. So, yeah.
Norman, this is definitely a head-scratcher.
Well, look at them. You probably couldn't get less desirable and more dated than these chairs. They've got barley twists, they're beige, but it's all right because I brought them to Norman. He's going to absolutely love them. In my dreams.
Oh, that's heavy. Oh, missus.
I don't think you're taking my chairs seriously.
What is the plan then, boss?
I thought reposition these as steamer chairs so they look like they should be on the deck of a luxury yacht.
You've obviously been on lots of luxury yachts, have you?
Only in my dreams.
Excellent.
So this is adjustable. It looks pretty uncomfortable like that, but I think better when it's at max tilt like that.
Now it's comfortable.
How about having that piece at the back mirrored with a piece at the bottom so that they then become loungers for laying out on, for bathing
Loungers.
on. Loungers. We
Is
can have them.
that how you lounge?
Lounge.
Now, come on, you two. Try and take this seriously.
Okay, so if we strip it all apart, take them to the sandblasters and hope they can get all the paint off.
Yeah.
Take this lot out, and then somehow we're going to make this leggy thing work.
So you'd have a loose cushion on it, wouldn't you? So that you could just bring the
We
cushions
can have
in.
little ties on it, can't we?
Yeah,
Things.
lovely.
You know,
Your feminine
getting
side
into my
coming
feminine
out.
side again. Yeah.
Oh, they're as bad as each other.
Could you fold it away so they could be used as a normal chair as well then?
So the plan is to create 2 steamer-style luxury loungers by adding new footrests. Now, enough of the hijinks, it's time for the serious stuff. Money.
So the cushion's slightly tricky to price up at the moment, but can you give me a price for refinishing and creating this lovely luxury steamer effect?
175 quid each.
I think that's fine. We're creating something that is a vintage, luxury-looking item.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much. Keep in touch, all right?
We will.
There you have it, Norman. How are you feeling about that?
I feel as though I've been spoilt, so I can't wait.
Do I detect some sarcasm?
Well, I don't think Norman immediately embraced the luxury liner look, but I think once he gets his head around it, he's going to be cruising.
With a budget of £350 for the 2 chairs plus extra for the cushions, Norman will really have to push the boat out if he hopes to pull in the pounds. With her crafty creatives up and running, Sarah is back home in Sussex and is raring to get going with her own set of chairs.
Well, a classic pair of 1929 Barcelona chairs. These are not. These are reproduction and they are ripe for ripping apart and transforming into something else.
Oh, thank goodness for that. To begin, Sarah removes the cushions as she's more interested in what's underneath.
I'm just stripping off the cushions so I can see what kind of shapes I'm going to have left to work with. There's going to be something quite decorative about these bits, I'm sure.
The Barcelona chair frame was originally designed to be bolted together. It was redesigned in 1950 using stainless steel, which allowed the frame to be formed by a seamless piece of metal, giving it a smoother appearance.
So now I really know what my plan is. These sofa frames are going to become the legs of a beautiful dining table. They're sleek, they're chrome, they've got a good finish on them, but they've also got a load of strapping that needs to come off. So that's the plan.
A dining table. This just got interesting. But first, Sarah has to remove the meters of strapping which have been riveted to the frame.
This is going to take hours. There are hundreds of these things.
The reproduction furniture market is all above board and very lucrative. Designs which are out of copyright are fair game to reproduce.
Nearly done.
But recent changes to the law mean that the copyright protection on a number of classics, including the Barcelona chair, have been extended, meaning it's no longer legal to produce new replicas of chairs like these in the UK.
Well, that's definitely the way to put those legs. Just need to get the tabletop sorted now. So I've had a piece of birch ply cut. It's inch thick, over 6 foot long, and a great generous size for a table for 6 or 8. But I've got to find a way of attaching it to the legs. They were chairs, now they've got to be legs. Bit of figuring out to do.
No one wants a wonky, wobbly table, so the chairs that are now legs have to be positioned exactly right. Ooh, this is a complicated one.
So it turns out that these chair frames are not exactly a pair. Nearly, about that much out. So I've got to measure where I would like them and then try and adjust the height of them when it's the other way up.
You following that? Good, because I've not got a clue. Surely it would have been easier to keep them as loungers, but Sarah's never been one for the easy option.
These are way out, and it's going to be really difficult to make them level. But it won't work as a table unless it is. So I better find a solution. Could bend them.
Well, if in doubt, bash it about.
This isn't going to be easy to get it right.
But get it right she must. Sarah's already spent £40 on materials to create the table. But if she doesn't get it level, this could be a bad investment. In their West Sussex workshop, Josh and Ollie are facing up to their most difficult challenge yet, turning these fishing rods into a chair. But surely they'll meet it head-on with their usual upbeat, positive, can-do attitude.
It seems ambitious, doesn't it? Because the more we look at it, the more it's just, yeah, not the greatest material to make chairs out of.
The upbeat positivity is a little lacking.
We've been looking at them for a while now and still don't really know how we're going to turn them into a chair.
But I'm sure we can do something with them. It's just figuring out the best way of doing it.
These bearded boy wonders of woodworkery appear to have lost their mojo. In order to get their creative juices flowing, the lads are stripping back the fishing rods to simple poles.
We're hoping that by just kind of starting to work with them, we might come up with a few more ideas, because we haven't really come up with much yet, so.
I think the more I think about it and the more I look at them, just the trickier this project seems.
Poor lads, they look so disheartened. Don't you just want to pinch their little cheeks to gee them up? Modern fishing rods are typically made of fiberglass or carbon fibre. Sawing through them releases tiny particles of glass dust into the air, so it's important to wear the correct safety equipment. Has stripping back the rod sparked Josh and Ollie's imaginations?
It looks a little more like a raw material now rather than a fishing rod. It feels like it's got a bit more potential, so yeah, let's just do some sketches and see where we go.
They're not quite firing on all cylinders yet, but they're getting their groove back just a smidgen. The boys are sketching out ideas for their chair design.
So if we were to have some kind of frame either side, and then we can use that to support the fishing rods, we're hoping that we can kind of bend them down to make a nice curve.
It's a real challenge. If it's not really going to work, then we may as well scrap the whole chair idea.
To test out the strength and flexibility of the poles, the lads are knocking together a tester seat frame. In the past, the boys have transformed twigs into chandeliers, floorboards into skateboards, copper pipes into candelabras. But these fishing rods could be an upcycle too far.
Finished chair. We should call Sarah now.
Yeah, come and get it.
Yeah. This is our sitting test.
Yeah, it's the moment of truth, really, isn't it?
Up to you, sir.
Please. Pleasure's all yours.
The success or failure of this project all rests on Ollie's derriere.
Ooh, it's comfy.
Oh, it's so nice to see them happy again.
Yeah, it's all right. We're both really happy with how this has turned out, and it gives us a bit of hope for the next, for the actual chair, doesn't it?
Still a lot of work to do.
Yeah. We can see where we're going with it now.
At last, the bearded boy wonders and their positive attitude are back. In his East Sussex workshop, Norman is getting to grips with his latest piece of trash treasure from Sarah. She wants him to turn two simple seats into luxury steamer-style chairs, which, translated into normal speak, is a fancy sun lounger.
We've got to make them look, beautiful and ready for someone to slouch on it.
Classy people don't slouch, they recline.
So the plan is we're going to, we've got to take the seat out, take all the gubbins out.
That's a technical term for bits and bobs.
Because we need to put in the footrest. So somehow it's got to come down and flop so your feet can sort of like laze, like something like that.
Such a graceful man. To create the footrest, Norman has to remove the seat.
Oh, I've just found the £50 note in my dreams. I hate that upholstery. It seems to take hours just to get to where you need, doesn't it? All the little tacks and pins.
Steamer chairs get their name from steam-powered ocean liners. In 2015, one that was recovered from the Titanic sold for over £100,000 at auction. No pressure, Norman.
That's a bit of horsehair there. I said I could make myself a little wig, couldn't I? You know, a bit thin on top these days. I think I've got less hair now since I met Sarah, all the stress she caused.
Oh, Norman, don't you worry. You've got a lovely shaped cranium.
This chair didn't have this to begin with.
What have we here?
You see, look, this has been added later on. They've added the upholstery and springs and everything, and you can actually still see one of the slats, you know, where they've only slashed some of it off. So it started off life in a completely different way. It's had a money for nothing transformation a few years ago, I expect, so it's round two on it.
Perhaps it used to be a steamer chair. Just not one from the Titanic.
Oh, stinks.
Removing this upholstery is taking almost as long as that movie.
I've had a penny for every one of these tacks. I thought I'd be worth a fortune.
On average, a chair like this would contain 1,024 tacks, earning Norman £10.24p. Oh, I just made that up. I'm being sarcastic. It's not big or clever. I'll stop.
I expect the upholsterer's got one of these little things that they just tack them out with, don't they? Not like me doing it the stupid way.
They do, Norman. It's called a tack remover. Sorry, I did try. But the good news is, this is Norman's last tack.
Happy days.
For this chair, he's still got the other one to do. Norman will need to get up ahead of steam to get those steamer chairs finished. While the crafty types continue with their transformations, Sarah is shining up the old chair legs, ready to reveal her table.
Well, it really doesn't look like chairs anymore. Just don't know if this one's going to sell. Hope it will.
Sarah seems a bit nervous about this one. Here's hoping she succeeded in creating a sleek and stylish dining table. There was no need to worry. This is incredible. Sarah has combined the retro chrome legs with a birch plywood tabletop, onto which she has added a Jackson Pollock-style splatter paint design. It's got a sort of Starburst 60s Space Odyssey type of vibe. The silver edging ties in with the chrome legs and adds to the space-age feel. This is out of this world.
Well, what do you think? Massive atomic splash across the top, silver highlights to the edges, and to make it a cohesive piece. And I think it's working. It's big, it's useful, it's practical. Somebody might like this as a quirky individual piece to have in their house. Because one thing's for sure, you're not going to find another one of these.
Sarah knew she had found some trash treasure the moment she spotted it in Steve's van.
Ooh, you've got classy stuff. Is that all going in?
Yeah, it's all going in the skip.
Ah, Steve, of course it's not. Sarah grabbed them to work her makeover magic.
Very surprised that they can be reused in another purpose, and look forward to hearing what she's going to be doing with them.
Steve, I think you're going to be impressed. Sarah jumped straight online to drum up some interest. And in no time at all, it was sold. Now Sarah's in Elstead in Surrey to show Steve what happened to his chairs and to hand over some profit.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you again, Steve. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you, yeah.
So I said I would come to your doorstep if there was something to be done with your old chairs. Have you been wondering since I last saw you what might have happened to your old chairs?
I've had a few thoughts, but you know, what are you going to do with them? They're chairs, I'm very interested to see.
Well, actually, it was something that I worked on, and they were in our building at home, and I saw them, and I just saw something in them, and I thought, I know, no more chairs, I'm going to make a table out of them. So your chairs now look like that. What I've done is I've taken all the chrome bits off, stripped all the fabric off them.
That is really groovy.
It's got a splattered top and a silver edge.
That is cracking. Really, that is just you should be so pleased with yourself. That's a cracking job.
Oh, that's really sweet of
really
you to
good.
say. Now, would you recognise that as something that once was a pair of chairs?
No, definitely not. No, and that is amazing. That is so good. Well done.
Oh, Oh, thank
That's
you.
brilliant.
It has actually gone off to a wedding venue and they are using it to put people's wedding cakes on. So
Fantastic.
a new lease of life and some profit. I've got £134
That
here
is
for your
really
old
good.
chairs.
Thank you so much. Who would have thought?
Have you got any thoughts about what you might do with that?
I haven't really at the moment. I'm pretty intent to give some of it to charity, but we're looking to get some new furniture ourselves, so it might be nice to spend some of it on a chair or something for ourselves, so we can just remember that. And
Lovely. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed doing that. It was great to catch up.
good to see you, Sarah.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sarah spent £61 creating the table. She sold it for an impressive £195, leaving Steve with 134 quid to split between a charity and some new chairs for himself. Sarah's in Chichester to see if Ollie and Josh have succeeded in transforming the fishing rods into a seat.
It was a bit of a slog. It was a lot, yeah, just trying to work out what we were actually doing with it was pretty difficult. Probably won't be looking to work with fishing rods in the near future, I don't think. They're really difficult.
Sarah gave the boys a big bundle of fishing rods and they said, "We'll make you a chair." Sounds easy when you say it like that. And it looks fantastic when you see it like this. Josh and Ollie have crafted a sleek and stylish frame made from English oak, using the fishing rods as the seat and back support. The oak has been finished with hard wax oil to bring out the grain. The modern, minimalist design of the woodwork allows the bright colours of the fishing rods to shine, making them the focal point. The boys' design ingenuity was tested on this makeover more than any other, but they've come up trumps once again.
You've done it! That's amazing!
Thank you very much.
I imagined it might be some sort of old-fashioned cane furniture.
Yeah.
Was it a total nightmare?
Yeah, to be honest.
Why did I imagine it was going to be a total nightmare?
Yeah, it was really horrible to work with, those fishing rods. And actually, like, thinking of an idea that would work it just took us forever. So it's been a really tricky one. But, yeah, we're pleased with the outcome.
We've certainly created something sleek and designer. It's got all the right profiles, hasn't it? Yeah. So, what did you do? Because it's an oak frame, is it? What?
Yeah, oak frame.
Well, I think this is nice because it kind of frames the fishing rods, and we do like how they're all kind of different colours. So, yeah, it kind of shows them off for how they are, really.
You have to look twice to tell they're fishing rods, but you can definitely see that they were something different, can't you?
Yeah.
Are you pleased with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was it a fortune then? Budget-wise, are we...
I think we will be slightly above what we kind of agreed on, just because it took us just forever to actually get round to making a decision on it and kind of just faffing about with it.
OK, so what does that mean the final budget is?
So if we say 500, I think
OK.
we'd be happy with that.
I think if it was just a well-made chair, that would be a problem. But people love fishing. And there's all sorts of places who I think will latch onto this. So I think that's 500 quid is a big price for a chair, but not for a unique one. So, yeah on that basis.
Cool.
Well done.
As a reward for their hard work, I'm going to allow Josh and Ollie a pun.
So Sarah took the bait on this one, didn't she? She landed herself a nice chair there.
Ah, that was a good one. Have another.
We did make a bit of a row for our own backs, though, with this one.
We did, yeah.
Oh, go on, have a third.
I think we're going to be reeling from it for weeks.
Yeah.
So that's how you make a chair out of fishing rods. Those boys went for it hook, line and...
No, Sarah, you're not allowed. I'm just going to talk over you, all right? Tony was about to chuck his fishing rods in the skip when Sarah stepped in to save them.
They're lovely. Can I have them?
Yeah, you certainly can.
While Tony had an idea or two what to do with them, he knew who the boss was.
Sarah, I do what Sarah wants to do. No doubt she'll make something good out of him.
And with more than a little help from her friends, she did. The Arundel Arms Hotel in Devon snapped up the chair, and General Manager Matt was chuffed to bits with it.
The chair is absolutely amazing. It fits so well in here with the hotel and what we do. The guests here are just going to love the chair so much.
Now Sarah's in Godalming in Surrey to show Tony his new look fishing rods and hand over the profit.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
That's Max.
Hello, how are you? Aren't you sweet? Such a nice boy. Now, I have been looking forward to catching up with you because I think you might be a man after my own heart.
Yeah, I probably am.
What were you doing with 40 fishing rods?
I bought them because they were a bargain at the time.
Well, I was really pleased to see them turn up because anything that appears in that quantity must be worth saving. So, did you have any idea about what we might do with them?
Well, the only thing I was thought you might have done with them, someone said you might make a trellis.
Oh, yeah. They went down to Hanukkah near Goodwood. I've got a picture here to show you how it turned out. Are you ready?
Yeah, fine.
Fishing rods now look like that.
Right, but the chair things.
All of the tips of the fishing rods that are just the right size have been repurposed into caning to go on a very...
And they're strong enough to take the weight.
I tell you what, I've sat in it.
Yeah.
And they bore my weight. They are actually very strong. What do you think?
But I never had dreamt they were going to be made into a chair.
It has been sold. So I've got profit here for you.
Oh, right.
I've got £95
Have
here.
you really?
Yeah, that's for you.
Amazing. That's lovely. Thank you very much indeed.
Have you got any thoughts about what you might spend it on?
We've both just retired from work, so it'll come in very handy. It will.
I'm so pleased that's going into the family kitty.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your fishing rods.
I'm really pleased with that. Thank you very much indeed.
Absolute pleasure. Nice to catch up. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Josh and Ollie's final costs came to £500. Sarah sold the chair for an incredible £595, leaving Tony with a profit of £95. Sarah's back in East Sussex for Norman's grand unveiling of the steamer chairs.
I hope she likes them. We had a bit of struggle with some of it getting what she wanted working, but I think we've achieved it.
Sarah challenged Norman to create 2 elegant steamer chairs upon which to recline, repose and rest in luxury. Well, Norman's proved again he's no slouch at woodwork. Stripped back to reveal the luscious wood, Norman has created 2 elegant recliners full of old-world charm, recalling the golden age of the ocean liners. With a little ingenious engineering from our master craftsman, Norman has added a footrest which tucks away inside the seat. He is a clever one, isn't he? This was a challenging transformation for Norman, but will Sarah find the results to be shipshape and Bristol fashion?
Norm, hiya.
Hello, you.
Wow, haven't they come up well?
Haven't they?
That stripping's really worked, hasn't it?
Yeah, it worked really, really well.
Show me how they work then.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the mechanism?
I mean, it was a bit of a job getting it to work, but we worked it out in the end. So we put it out, and it all flops down, and then to stop it from falling down on itself, we've had to come up with the arms. So they lock in.
Fantastic.
There, and then Bob's your uncle. There you go.
Uncle Robert would be well impressed with this. But while it may look the part, does it feel the part?
Gosh, they're really comfortable, aren't they?
Yeah, I know.
I think you've done really well to make them this luxurious, and it's very clever having that bit.
It did test us a little bit because getting the mechanism the right way, but they actually sit really nicely, don't they?
They are really comfortable. It looks lovely, and I think that must have been an absolute nightmare trying to work out how to do that.
Yes, we did. Yes, I could have had a meltdown, but I didn't, so...
So now might be a good time to ask about the price then.
Budget, yeah. We had a budget of £175 each.
Yeah.
But with the upholstery, was going to have to charge an extra 25 quid. So they come in at £200 each, but I think they're a cool-looking chair for that.
Yeah, I think you've done a good job. I mean, they really weren't attractive before, and you've repositioned them, you've made them much more versatile than they were, and that, I think, is going to help sell them, because they're really good.
Well done, Norman. Why don't you have a little celebratory sit down?
You could stay here now for the rest of the day, couldn't I?
No, because I've got to get these sold. We're not going to sell them sitting here. Come on, let's get to it.
I don't have to, you do, so thank you very much. Off you go.
Nice to see you.
See you nice. Bye.
Well, it looks like the barley twist challenge might have given Norman a couple of headaches, but he's done really well. I've now got comfortable, saleable chairs. Just got to see who wants them.
Paul was dumping these chairs for a friend who was downsizing.
Nice chairs.
They're lovely chairs.
Luckily, Sarah's eye for potential stopped them from ending up in the skip.
It'd be wonderful to see somebody do something with them, to bring them, you know, that could be used again.
That someone was Sarah, ably assisted by Norman. And Sarah had no trouble selling them to Slim Area, a health retreat in Devon. And owner Gallia is over the moon.
I like the fact that people can really enjoy something that has been recycled, because I strongly believe in recycling, and particularly when people recycle such beautiful pieces.
Sarah's in Hazelmere in Surrey to let Paul know what became of the chairs and to hand over some cash.
Hello
Hi,
there.
Sarah.
How are you doing?
You're not bad, you?
Yeah, very nice to see you. So you were being really helpful when we last met, moving a neighbour.
That's right. She was downsizing and she had a lot of stuff that she, you know, basically couldn't really retain. And unfortunately, we took the rubbish to the dump, but there's some good stuff in there too. So,
well, it was my lucky day because those chairs that came out of that van had a look to them, not very commercial at the moment, but definitely worth saving. We thought we'd give them a little bit of a twist. So
yeah.
I took them down to Sussex where fantastic maker Norman decided they needed refreshing. So he has actually turned them into steamer chairs.
Wow.
So your chairs now look
wow.
like that.
Gosh, that's fantastic.
He took all of the old paint off, gave them some new cushions, made special sections for the legs. What do you think?
I think that, well, it's amazing actually what he's done.
Well, he did do a good job on them, and they've been sold, and I'm pleased to say there's some profit from them as well.
Oh, really? Oh.
There's 35 quid there for those old chairs.
Well, that's not bad. Thank you very much, Sarah. Well, that'll do. Yeah, that's lovely. I mean, you know, profit, who can argue?
And have you got anything you might do with 35 quid?
Yeah, maybe bits for the computer possibly or something. Who knows? But
Excellent.
no, I'm pleased. I'm just pleased that they, you know, somebody they've been sold and someone's made use of them. So that's a good thing. I'll try
Excellent.
now. Thank you very
Lovely
much,
to catch
Sarah.
up.
Lovely to see
Bye-bye.
you again. Yeah, take care. Bye.
Norman's total costs came to £400. Sarah sold the chairs for £435, giving Paul 35 quid to buy bits for his computer. Lovely stuff. Sarah saved once cherished possessions from being chucked in the skip. They could have been heading to landfill. Instead, they've been given a new lease of life.
Well, I love nothing more than turning old into new and making a profit along the way. So that's 3 more items reimagined and off to new homes.
Now that is what I like to see.
How do you make money for nothing?
What's the story behind this?
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
So what are you doing here? You having a jumble sale?
That's why reclamation expert Jay Blades wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I've been a builder, I've been a philosophy student, and now I'm a furniture restorer. So I know more than most about transformation. I revamp the old into the new and then sell it on for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
I know it might not look like much.
So it's in a bit of a state.
He can transform his finds into desirable,
but like, wow.
Valuable,
I can't get over it.
and hopefully saleable items.
Kev, You've done it again, sir.
If Jay is successful, then he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I'm shocked! Jay, I'm shocked!
Welcome to Altrincham Recycling Centre, where the great and the good of the surrounding area bring their unwanted waste, loads of unloved loot and trunks full of trash.
Cars are flowing, the rubbish is piling up. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. I've got to get to work.
Jay's task today is simple. Find 3 things he can take, transform and sell on for a profit.
Is that all you got? I thought he was going to bring back some goodies.
The idea is you search for the goodies round here, Jay. That's why you've been granted special permission to rifle and rummage the rubbish.
Just having a butcher's, if you don't mind. No, it's all good.
Jay may well be having a butcher's in the wrong direction, as Rich has rolled up with a boot full of something shiny.
Hello, how we doing?
Hey, not bad, how are you?
I'm very good, actually.
Good.
What are you doing with this? Obviously, throwing it away.
I am throwing it away indeed, yeah.
Why?
Well, it's a fire pit.
Yeah.
That I received as a wedding gift.
How long have you had it? You said it's a wedding gift.
It was 9 years now, but I've got
to put you on the spot there.
Yeah, please don't ask me that. Don't ask me what date it was either.
No, it's all right.
So yeah, it's just been lying there, and my wife's been saying, please do something with it, get rid of it, or sell it, or something. So here I am.
I'll definitely take this off your hands if that's all right with you.
Well, yeah, it's nice to get a bit more life out of it.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely
so,
will do. Well, sir,
no problem at all. It's
been a pleasure.
Look forward to it. Yeah, look forward. Good luck with it all.
No. Oh, hold on, there's a leg as well.
There's a leg. It's fully functional. It's good.
Right, if you stick
I'll pop it there for you.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Take care. Thanks a lot.
A metal fire pit has sparked Jay's interest. Well, Rich, what's he likely to do with that?
I've got no ideas what he's going to do with it. It's going to be exciting to see. I'm just glad it's got a bit of use out of it, because it's a shame to throw these things away if someone can use them, so good luck.
Look at this, stainless steel fire pit. That's nice. But stainless steel is notoriously difficult to work with. But I know just the artisan to take this to, who can turn this into a nice red-hot profit for me.
Jay knows the perfect person to help this fire pit rise from the ashes. Kev Paxton worked as an industrial blacksmith for over 20 years before giving it up to pursue his passion of forging reclaimed metal into works of art.
My job has now become an obsession. I'm one of these people that need to be doing something, you know, full on. It's not half measures, it's got to be full on. So you take a cold, hard piece of metal, you heat it up, and if you've got a bit of imagination, you can do whatever you want with that. You walk out the workshop at night, you close the doors, you can look back and you go, I like that.
Kev's worked with some odd materials in his time. But will this fire pit leave him cold? With one item safely salvaged, Jay's still on the hunt for 2 more. The cars are flooding in, so there should be plenty to choose from.
How we doing, mate? You all right? I'm very good, actually. Soon be lunchtime.
Lunch might just have to wait. Ken's arrived with a car full that might just give you some food for thought.
They look interesting. Look at that. Hello, how we doing?
Hello.
What's that? Sorry, my name's Jay.
Hi.
Right.
I do.
So what are these?
Paraffin.
Oh, I think I remember these. They used to have a glass on top?
Yeah. And there's a ring there which actually carried I can't remember what it carried now, whether it's a burner or what. But
right.
Obviously that's the wick which is coming out of there and paraffin the base there.
And these were used as what? Lights?
Yep.
And you don't have the glass that goes on top, do you?
Unfortunately not, no.
Oh, that's a shame. But you've got 2 of these.
Yeah.
And then what's this one then? What is that?
That's a heater of the same sort of vintage and period.
So what I intend on doing with this is turning it into something,
right,
and then coming back and showing. As long as you don't mind me taking these away.
They're fine. You're welcome to those. They're going in the tip anyway.
No, we're not going to go in the tip now.
Right,
I'm having these actually, and I'd like to have that one as well. That's quite
sure if you want.
Quite cool. All right. Thank you. I would shake your hand, but my hand's a bit full. All right.
Congratulations on your whatever there.
My purchase. All right. You
Thanks
take
very
care.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jay has his second find. 2 old paraffin lamps and an electric heater. I bet Ken's surprised.
I am a bit surprised. I mean, I might imagine some sort of table lamp. I have no idea what it's got to do with it, to be honest.
I used to use these when I was younger. Enough of the nostalgia. Let's get back to business. I think I know just the person to take these to. Now, they might not be lamps anymore, but I'm sure they're going to turn us some nice profit.
Is it wishful thinking that one of those lamps has a genie? Never mind, Jay has his very own creative wizard. Mark Haig uses his decades of engineering experience to create one-of-a-kind sculptures from second-hand materials. Although his true passion, robots.
The thing I love about robots, I've always been a fan of science fiction and all those B movies when I was a kid and War of the Worlds and that kind of stuff. You know, it just took me to a different place, and robots seem to be very much a part of that. There's always a challenge. Every sculpture that I build has got a different challenge to it. So taking something that is broken and then making it into something that's desirable, that works for me.
Mark might have to burn the midnight oil to make these desirable again. With only one item left to find, the hunt is on for something Jay can work on himself.
I didn't want to get in there anyway. Garden waste, I'm looking for the gems.
Well, if it's gems you're after, I've got some good news. Ronnie's arrived with a carload of potential diamonds.
I recognise this style here, sir.
Yeah.
How we doing?
I'm doing all right.
You all right?
Yeah, champion. Yeah.
So how long have you had this then?
Oh, I've had it a few years now. Belonged to my daughter.
So there's nothing wrong with it, is there?
Nothing at all, no.
OK. Seems quite solid. And what's that then?
That's a small table. You know, like conservatory.
You know what that looks like? You know one of them electric cookers?
Yeah.
Used to have the ring on it like that.
That's right, yeah.
It looks like a footstool though as well.
Or even a footstool, you could have it, yeah.
Cool, blimey. And it's just that she don't want it no more, no?
She just doesn't want it anymore, no.
Right. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take this. And you can get rid of it this way. I think I've got an idea what I'm going to do with this anyway. So
all right, yeah.
It's all right with you?
Yeah.
I'll let you crack on.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Good luck with it.
All right, you take care then, yeah?
Thank you.
See you later.
OK.
Ronnie's daughter may have finished with it, but Jay's clearly got a plan. What do you think, Ronnie?
Oh, very surprised that he wanted it. What he wants to do with it, I don't know. You know, maybe a bit of covering on it or something like that. Make it into a nice little armchair.
Now, this is what I love. Perks of the job, where you're able to sit down whilst you're working. I can't sit down for too long. I've got to get this little beauty making me a profit, so I best get creative.
You look very comfy there, Jay. The hunt for trash treasure is over. Kev will work on the stainless steel fire pit. The paraffin lamps and heater will be handled by Mark. And Jay, if he ever gets back up, will deal with the wicker chair and table.
I'll call that a really successful day at the recycling centre. But now, the real hard work begins.
With the searching over, it's time for the hard work to begin. The stainless steel fire pit has arrived north of the border in the capable hands of blacksmith Kev.
So we've got a delivery from Jay. Looks pretty much like stainless steel fire pit. Modern's not really my style, so we'll maybe have to try and do something a wee bit quirky with it.
Quirky sounds great, but perhaps Jay will have ideas of his own.
Oh, is Jay now? Hi Jay, how you doing, mate?
How we doing, Kev? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Good, thanks.
So, did you get that fire pit that I sent up to you?
Yeah, a big box arrived this morning, so yeah, I've got something.
So the idea that I have is I was thinking to turn it into a fire pit with like flames coming out the side and acting as a guard. What do you think of that?
I think maybe she would help Mother Nature here, maybe make a bird bath or something.
A bird bath? I tell you what, you're getting me excited here. What's the type of budget we're looking at then?
I think maybe 250 quid.
Okay.
Yeah.
250. Now look, I'm going to shake your hand.
Maybe give me 300 just to be on the safe side.
Oh, what, you've moved up, all right, 250 to 300.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I want is you've got to make sure it's got your flair on it.
I'll do that. I'll put my wee quirky edge on it. It'll be punked up as ever.
Cool. All right, that's a done deal.
Sounds like a plan.
Jay seemed to be quite happy, quite excited by what I've proposed to make a bird bath. It's stainless steel, which I'm not really set up to do anything in stainless steel, so it could all go wrong. I may be down one of the supermarkets buying something that looks like a bird table and pretend I've made it.
That's not quite the spirit of upcycling, Kev. Jay's agreed on a budget of between £250 and £300 for a punked-up bird bath, whatever that means. I suspect Britain's bird population won't know what to expect either. Manchester is home to two top Premier League football teams, world-class art galleries and, of course, Mark's workshop. Jay's in town with two tatty paraffin lamps and a rusty old heater for him. Aren't you lucky, Mark?
So, I believe Jay's turning up today. I believe he's got some kind of lamp things for me. Not entirely sure what they are. Hopefully they're easy for me to work with. Hopefully I can work out some decent budget with the guy, because he's always giving it all that. But we'll see. I look forward to seeing him.
So there isn't much call nowadays for an old paraffin light or a rusty old heater. But I know just the person to bring these to, hence why I'm outside Mark's studio. So let's go and show him what I've got.
Let's hope Mark will be able to give them a whole new lease of life.
Mark, you in here?
Yes, mate.
There he is. How we doing?
I'm all right. What have you got for me today?
I've got something good. Good. You must remember these, though, eh?
Yeah.
When I was young, you used to have a glass bit on top of there.
Yeah. I didn't recognise it for a minute without the glass bit, but yeah, I do remember them. You didn't bring your brasso down, would you?
No, I didn't bring no brass cleaner, no.
Because they're a bit of a mess at the minute, but
they are a bit
look
of a
nice.
mess. They look nice. And then this little heater.
It is, yeah, but it's also, it's like imagine a robot having this on top of its head as like a satellite dish. Sort of Art Deco, kind of 1950s B-movie feel to it.
It is.
And I'll be able to replace this with a light fitting.
Oh,
so
cool.
There is a bulb in there, like an Edison bulb in there that looks like
shining out the light.
Yeah.
Radiating off of that.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of idea I had, like having this was going to be the eyes. But that's not it's not the case, no?
I think these need to be nice, solid, chunky legs.
Yeah.
And then there'd be like a wooden box on top. We'll go with that mahogany feel with some brass dressings on it to make it look nice and interesting, some cogs and wheels and stuff.
I like the sound of that.
Mark's plan is to make a robot-like lamp. It sounds great, but we haven't spoken about the budget yet.
So I'm excited about this already, and it's something I would want to buy, but I don't know what the price is going to cost me first and foremost. So how much is this going to cost to build?
Seeing as you've bought me such nice bits...
Yes, please. That's a discount, isn't it? See, I know it.
Try to do that southern thing.
It's worth a try, isn't it? I've got to try these things.
You've got to try it, but I think...
Nice bits.
I think that by the time I've put all the work into it, I think it's going to be a £200 build.
£200 build? And I'm going to have mahogany in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to bite your hand off. That's a deal, mate. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So, before you change your mind, I'm going to be off. See you later. Have a good one, yeah?
All right, mate.
Right, have fun.
If you're rubbing that lamp hoping for a genie to grant your wishes, Jay's already checked, and you're on your own with this one.
There's quite a bit of work involved in actually getting the stuff up to scratch before I actually start building with it. So that's the difficult part of it. When I actually get into the build, that's the bit I really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that bit.
I think I got a real bargain there. There's loads of elements for £200. I think my profits are going to be off the radar.
Don't you mean off the scale? Either way, with an agreed budget of £200, let's hope the robot will weigh in with some serious profit. in Wolverhampton. It's time for Jay to get his own sleeves rolled up and start work on the old wicker table and chair.
So this is a Lloyd Loom style chair, and I've never seen one of these before. Little footstool or a table. So what I'm intending on doing with these guys is painting them. I call it a simple job, but looking at the varnish that's on here, I think I'm going to have my work cut out, because the paint has to stick to something, and paint doesn't like sticking to varnish. So it's going to need a rub down, preparation, before I'm able to apply any colour to this. But it's a sturdy chair, nice little table, should be a good little job, as long as I can get rid of that varnish.
This wicker chair and table are similar in design to Lloyd Loom furniture. The significant difference is Lloyd Loom was actually made from woven craft paper.
So now it's all about sanding. And on here, I don't know what varnish they've used. It could be something quite toxic. So I always use a dust mask just to stop that getting into the lungs. The other thing that I use, which is vitally important, is my sandpaper. So I've got a sanding pad, and what this does is it folds and moulds to the contours of wherever I want to sand. And all I want to do is a little bit like that, just so the paint has something to grip onto. So enough with the talking, let's get on and sanding.
Sandpaper is measured by its grit size, which is the number of sharp particles per square inch of sandpaper. For heavy sanding and stripping, you should look for something between 40 and 60 grit. You're welcome.
Now they're rubbed down, I think I'm going to give it a spray primer, because it's a lot quicker, easier to dry, and I'm using a water-based spray paint, which basically means I can spray it inside, but I still have to have my dust mask on.
Jay's created a makeshift spray booth using an old cardboard box, just to prevent giving his studio a lick of primer.
Now this primer is really going on well. I'm quite happy about it, actually. I didn't think it would cover as well as it is, but it's going to take a lot of work, so if you don't mind, I've got to crack on.
OK, it's looking a bit bland at the moment, but that's just the primer. Jay will bring the bling. So what's his final colour of choice? Something bright, something beautiful, something vibrant perhaps? Grey.
So this is a lovely grey blue. And grey blue, I think, goes with anything. So you could put that with black, you could put that with a bright colour, you can put it with white. So this is just a brilliant base coat for any other colour you want to add to it.
But will grey make this project pay? The costs for the wicker chair transformation are just £5 for materials. Will the new colour scheme be enough to secure a profit? In Edinburgh, Kev's getting his head round turning a fire pit into a bird bath.
So what I plan to do is I plan to take the circular hollow section pieces, we'll join them together to make the stem of the plant, and then we'll take the bottom piece of the fire pit, we'll cut that up and make it into the sort of middle part of the flower, and that's where the water's going to sit. We'll put it a bit at an angle so the water's deeper at one side than it is at the other side. And the rest of the material, what I've got, I'll make into leaves, I'll forge them up and make it really natural. It'll probably turn out nothing like that. We'll see what happens when we get the burning gear out.
I admire your confidence, Kev. The burning gear that Kev's referring to is a plasma cutter, which cuts through metals by using an accelerated jet of hot plasma.
That's the first part cut. A wee bit on the warm side, probably. So that's my bowl. But the water's going to sit at a slight angle. So what will happen is the water will sit in this wee part, so it'll be like roughly where my hand is. And it just gives this impression that the flower's facing the sun. Works in my head anyway.
Well, at this stage, that's all that matters.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to draw, you know, a rough sort of leaf shape. And I'm not going to be any specific leaf, I'm just going to be very again, just very sort of organic. So I think that's me. So got my leaves.
Now, I'm no botanist, and I am a big fan of your work, Kev, but is that what a leaf is supposed to look like?
So none of this will go to waste. The edge here, which has been rolled over, I'll probably cut that out and I'll keep it like a nice wee sort of tendril climbing up the main stem of the plant. So there'll be very little waste in this at all. In fact, I could probably do with a wee bit more material, but we'll see how we go on with it.
Well, let's hope Kev's punked-up bird bath idea wasn't too ambitious. Maybe if he made the leaves a little bit smaller, there might be more to go round. What do I know?
So that's me sort of got it, I'm not going to say flat, because it's not flat, but good enough to work with now. So again, I'm going to hit them very randomly and not make it too neat, even or tidy. Sort of doing like I wanted to do. All these sort of veins, really rough. It's putting a sort of natural piece of movement into the leaf. It's not a huge thought process goes into what we do. You know, I just steal ideas from Mother Nature, so hopefully she likes what I do with her art.
Well, let's hope Jay likes it too. With work well underway on the bird bath in his workshop in Manchester, Mark has the 2 paraffin lamps and the old electric heater that Jay left.
OK, so what we have here, I reckon that these are going to form the basis of the legs for our robot sculpture that I'm going to build today. So this is the right kind of scale. He's got quite chunky knees, I guess, but I'm quite happy with that. I think I'll stick with that one.
Nothing wrong with chunky knees, thank you very much.
This is going to be the head of the robots.
A nice bucket, of course.
And then if we put this on top as his sort of satellite dish, these look a bit mahogany-ish, if that's a word. So if they go on the side there, so I'm quite happy with the way he looks once he's got some hands on there. And then I just need to finish it off by finding some eyes.
They look like model cartwheels.
They've got the same sort of brassy feel. So yeah, I think that was the answer.
Really?
So robots always turn up when the eyes go on for me. Looks maybe a little bit mean, but in a kind of cute way.
Slightly menacing, if you ask me.
So now I've done the design and picked out all the pieces, I just need to get on and start doing a bit of building.
Before any building takes place, Mark has to fix the light fitting to the heater, and that involves removing the original filament.
So the plan is to take this to pieces. The problem is it's probably 60 years old, so there's going to be a bit of rust.
Being over 60 doesn't always mean rust. Dodgy knees and failing eyesight, yes, but not rust.
OK, that's that bit done. I'm not going to be using any of the wiring from this because 50, 60 years ago they used rubber and it decomposes. So I might keep the plug, but the wiring's going to be discarded.
Mark's fixing a standard light fitting to the satellite dish, ready to become the robot's new lamp. And of course, it's important to make sure all electrical work complies with UK safety standards.
So that's going to form the basis of the lamp. I'm going to have a problem because that's going to be too big, so I'm going to have to cut a hole in there. But basically that's the basis of the lamp, and I now need to go and work out the legs.
This guy's going to have a great reception with that. Mark's had a slight rethink regarding the legs. What's the plan now then?
I decided that he was a little bit too squat for my liking, so I've just found these 2 pots that are silver in colour that will come up with the colour of the head. So, with the head, with this satellite dish, And with some arms, I'm really happy with the proportions of this. He just needs some dressings to make him look nice, and he's going to be a really nice piece.
But will Jay be bowled over by him? In his Wolverhampton workshop, Jay's putting the finishing touches to the wicker table and chair. Before, this wicker duo were dull and destined for the dump. Now, Jay has given the wicker table and chair a new, fresh, modern look by swapping the boring brown stain for a cool pastel grey, adding a splash of bright green trim on one leg, and a vibrant touch of feature colour, a dab of pink on one foot. This chair and table combo are ready to grace any contemporary conservatory.
I'm happy with these guys. They used to be an old kind of 70s brown, and what I've done is I've turned them into something modern, so giving them a contemporary, cool, kind of grey blue look. But of course, I have to add my colour. So I've got green in there and I've got pink, just for the J touch.
When Jay caught up with Ronnie, he was doing a good deed for his daughter.
Belonged to my daughter and she's having a bit of a clear out.
Jay reminisced for a bygone era.
You know what that looks like? You know one of them electric cookers?
Yeah.
Used to have the ring on it like that.
That's right, yeah.
And he was keen to take a chance.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take this.
Not at all, no.
And that turned out to be a good decision. Jay soon had the wicker furniture for sale online, and it wasn't long before it was winging its way to the home of a private buyer. Jay's returned to Altrincham to show Ronnie what became of his daughter's table and chair, and to hand over some cash.
How are you doing, Ron? How you doing, mate? You all right?
How are you?
I'm very good, actually.
Nice to see you.
Likewise. So do you remember those bits and bobs you brought round to me? Well, they weren't actually bits and bobs. It was a lovely kind of like garden conservatory chair.
Wicker table,
and a table as well to go. I thought it was a footstool.
Footstool, yeah. It was my daughter's. She's no more use for it. She's moved out of, so she said, just get rid of it. We didn't need it.
You'd be pleased to know that it was a project that I took on myself. What I turned it into was...
Yeah,
and there it
brilliant,
is.
Yeah.
So basically, it's got this lovely grey kind of blue all over.
Yeah.
And then you've got the green.
Ah, lovely, lovely. It doesn't half alter it.
It does, doesn't it?
It does alter it, doesn't it?
And don't forget me pink sock.
And your pink socks.
I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah,
Come on, Ron.
Matches your trainers.
It does, actually. But I'm pleased to tell you, I was able to sell it, and I've got for you £70 profit, sir.
You're joking?
No, I'm not. This is real. Look at that. That's all yours.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I can't believe
It's all right, isn't it?
That's brilliant. Thank you.
So what are you going to do with it then?
Well, as it was my daughter's...
Right, yeah.
It'll probably be going towards something for her.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, I'll
That's
give it,
nice.
pass it on to her and...
oh, bless.
See what she wants to spend it on.
See, that's a true dad. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, Ron.
Thank you very
It's been
much.
a pleasure, mate.
That is brilliant.
Will you take care?
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Ronnie had a point about those trainers. They're definitely distinctive.
Ron loved the transformation I did to the set. Also, he liked the pink sock that I put on there. Now, what he was doing was his daddy duties by getting rid of the rubbish for his daughter. Now, he's given her back £70 profit, and that's a true dad.
Jay spent just £5 on materials for the old wicker furniture. He managed to sell it for £75, which left a profit of £70 for Ronnie to hand over to his daughter. I wonder if she'd be tempted to buy some bright pink trainers. Having passed on his first profit, Jay's in Edinburgh to catch up with Kev and see how he's got on with the fire pit.
What I told him I was going to make from was a bird bath, and what I have made is nowhere near a bird bath. So I'm hoping that he likes the version 2 of the fire pit.
gave Kev this fire pit. And I wasn't too sure if he's going to be able to work his magic on it, but the plan he came up with was to turn it into a bird bath. Just can't wait to see it.
This could be interesting. The fire pit had already seen sparks fly when it arrived at the tip to be trashed. But now, it may not be a bird bath, but Kev's continued the flame theme by creating a beautiful, ornate floral candlestick holder. He's forged realistic roses from the fragments of fire pit. The stems have been forged from the rolled edge of the bowl. And by adding a base of scrap metal, Kev has created a seat for the candle. Lots of hard labour has gone into creating this delicate design. But with Jay expecting a bird bath, let's hope he likes it.
How we doing, Kev?
Hi, Jay, how are you?
I'm very good, mate.
Good to see you.
Tell me this is mine.
That's your bird bath?
It's my bird bath. Right. Bird bath with a candle.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's for romantic birds if they want to have a wee candlelit bath.
This isn't a bird bath, though, is it?
Didn't sort of go according to plan.
Did it not?
No, where the fire had been, most of the metal was really threadbare, so I had to go to plan B. I used the legs and the outside of the fire pit, where the metal was okay. Yeah. So I've cut all that up and made it into like petals and leaves, and there was an edging to the fire pit. That's what the stems of the roses are. We've sort of seamed it all up and dressed it all out and made it into stems.
They really look like roses, man.
Yeah.
Really, they look soft, but it's metal.
Yeah.
If I bought roses like this, I don't have to buy them again, do I?
No. You see, darling, they're like my love, they'll last forever.
Wow, you're a romantic, aren't you?
You smooth talker, Kev.
You're giving me all the spilt. Now, I do like your thinking. I might have to...
Keep that line.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to invest in that.
Who would have thought underneath that tough exterior was a soft centre? But does that soft centre apply to budgets?
Now, I left you with a budget of about $250 for the bird bath. Now, I don't have a bird bath, so have we come in or have we gone over? What's the crack?
We're nearly there. I reckon 270. I think there's profit in it for you at 270.
270? That's cool, man. Nice one. So 270 for roses that look like silk but are made of metal and going to last forever. Kev, you've done it again, sir. See you soon.
See you later.
I think it's safe to say that Kev's come out of this smelling of roses.
I think Jay probably preferred plan B anyway. The bird bath was always going to be nice and it was going to work, but I think the roses, everybody loves a rose, don't they? So hopefully it's going to go in a good home.
Now, I didn't get my bird bath, but look what I've got. 3 English roses made in Scotland. Now, what could be better? Kevin, he's a genius.
At the tip in Altrincham, Jay was quick to establish the facts.
What are you doing with this? Obviously, throwing it away.
I am throwing it away indeed, yeah.
Rich acquired the fire pit at a special occasion.
You said it's a wedding gift?
It was 9 years now, but I've got...
to put you on the spot there.
Yeah, please don't ask me that.
At least he was excited about what could become of it.
It's going to be exciting to see. I'm just glad it's got a bit of use out of it because it's a shame to throw these things away if someone can use them, so good luck.
The new rose sculpture was soon up for sale, and in no time at all it was snapped up by the Norton House Hotel in Edinburgh, run by manager Peter.
It's a lovely item. I think obviously its history from being something that was to be disposed of. It's something very unique. It sits well with our country house hotel that we are. It has pride of place here in the foyer.
Jay's in Warrington to catch up with Rich and show him what's become of his fire pit and to hand over the profit.
Hey there, Richard.
Hello.
You all right?
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very well indeed.
So, do you remember the fire pit that you brought down to the recycling?
I do, yes, indeed, yeah.
And it had like one leg that was a bit dodgy, if I remember right.
I remember it wasn't in great condition, I think.
So how long have you had it then?
I can't remember exactly, but it's about 8 years or something like that.
OK. So I took it to a guy called Kev up in Edinburgh.
OK.
And what he did to it was he turned it into a candle holder.
What? That can't be the same thing.
Yeah, that's your fire pit.
Oh, my
What do you think?
Goodness. I love it. I want it back.
Well, you can't have it done because someone's bought that.
Oh, really?
And I have for you.
Yeah.
£30 profit,
Wow.
sir.
Superb.
Is that all right?
That's unbelievable.
So what are you going to do with the money?
Well, I think I'll give it to... there's a food bank that my wife does some volunteer work for down the road, so that'll go a long way for these guys. So
I like it.
Not
All right.
a problem.
Well, you take care now.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Amazing. Cheers.
Bye.
See you.
Rich was totally lit up by the transformation of his fire pit. And to hear that he's given all the money to a food bank, now that just warms my heart.
Kev charged £270 to transform the fire pit into roses. They were sold for £300, which left Rich a profit of £30 to donate to his local food bank. Manchester is the final destination of the day. Mark's workshop, to be precise. Jay's arrived to find out if the paraffin lamps and heater are now more robotic than rusty.
To make it a cohesive whole, I worked on it a lot to pull in everything so that it's got a particular style, this sort of steampunk style. And so it's got some of my best bits involved in this robot, and I think it's amazing.
Really intrigued to see what Mark's done with those paraffin lamps and also a little heater I left him with. He said he's going to turn it into some kind of beacon of light. Let's go and have a look.
Their days of providing heat and light were well and truly over when Jay found this collection of cast-offs at the tip. But now, without them, Mark's robotic lamp wouldn't have a leg to stand on. Mark added ice buckets, shoe stretchers, rusty cogs, old electrical transistors, light switches, jump lead clamps and wagon wheels. Blimey! He used an old mahogany storage box as the body, and to top it all off, the old heater now transmits light to the world. Mark was aiming for eye-catching, but will Jay be charmed by its robotic good looks?
How you doing, Mark?
I'm good, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm very good. Even better for seeing this now. Wow. I weren't expecting that. You gave me the light, like the radar, that you said you was going to have.
Turn the switch on and off.
Oh, quality.
1960s, that's out of the house I'm just renovating.
Oh, man. So it's like a proper light.
Proper light,
And it
1960s.
works. And these are the lamps, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I decided not to polish them up because it's kind of like a bit of a rusty kind of feel to it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And you've got the wood in there as well.
And the wood. I promised you a bit of mahogany.
Yeah, you did as well. Nice one. And tell me, what is this? I swear that's a brake disc.
It is a brake disc. And there's a cog there, and that cog is from a place called Hotspur Press in Manchester. And the Beano and the Dandy were printed there in the 1960s.
Cool.
So it's got a lot of sort of provenance to this, to some of the pieces on this.
Yeah. Mark gives all his robots names, and this guy is called Chunk. But is Chunk within the budget?
Why did we do on a budget?
I came in on budget. We said 200 quid.
You come in?
Came in.
Quality, sir. Yeah, nice one. As always, you've smashed it again, mate.
Thank you, pal.
Thank you.
See you now.
Brilliant.
Chunk's clearly charmed Jay, but will he find a new home?
So I thought Jay'd love it, and I suppose the pressure's now on him to go and see if he can find a buyer for it. I don't think he shouldn't struggle, I don't think.
When Ken arrived at the tip, he didn't expect to be explaining how his past-it paraffin lamps used to work.
Obviously, that's the wick which is coming out of the paraffin base there.
And these were used as what, lights?
Yep, yep.
Jay was keen to prevent them from reaching the skip.
As long as you don't mind me taking these away.
Fine, you're welcome to those. They're going in the tip anyway.
No, they're not going to go in the tip now.
Right,
I'm having these, actually.
Right.
Which was a big surprise for Ken.
I am a bit surprised. I mean, I might imagine some sort of table lamp. I have no idea what it's going to do with it, to be honest.
It is sort of a table lamp, but just not as you and I would know it, Ken. Jay did manage to make a sale, and Chunk was soon on his way to vintage store 6th Link in Ludlow, owned by River.
I think the craftsmanship that's gone into Chunk is absolutely fantastic. I love how the designers picked up items that we in the antiques world would throw away and created such a fantastic item.
Keen to share the good news, Jay's on his way to knock on Ken's door in Altrincham to show him what became of his lamps and heater and to hand over the profit.
Hello, Ken. Hi, Jay.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Hi.
You all right?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
You seem a bit surprised.
I'm a bit surprised to see you.
Well, I'm coming to show you something.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So, how long did you have the heater for, and also the paraffin lamp?
30, 40 years.
34 years?
Yeah.
Oh. And where was you using it?
Well, we're using them in a cottage that we have in Wales, which has been in the family for a long time. So they were the source of lighting before the electricity arrived.
Well, I was able to do something with them.
Oh.
And, don't sound surprised. We can do this. And I took it to a guy called Mark.
Yeah.
And what he turned your lamps into a robot.
Oh, right.
Does that make sense now? You must remember those.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with it, but...
Well, you use it as a light,
You could make it walk, you know.
You could make it walk. I'm glad you smiled at that, because I like it as well. And what I like even more is we was able to sell it.
You're joking.
Yeah, not joking. Really. And I have for you...
God.
£60 profit.
Wow.
For you. What are you going to do with that?
I probably go out for a meal or something.
Oh, by yourself?
No. I might take the wife.
Oh, I thought you was going to get some company. I thought you wanted me to come along.
She might come. No, what? I'll go and ask.
All right, that's good on you, Ken.
Right, thanks for your information.
Thank you. You take care.
A few brownie points on the way there, Ken.
Chunk the robot made Ken smile like he was a child again. And also, when I gave him the £60 profit, that made him even happier. He's going to be taking the missus out for a meal. No chance for me, but better luck next time.
The cost of creating Chunk the robot was £200. Jay managed to sell him for £260, leaving Ken with £60 profit to treat his wife to dinner. Jay salvaged 3 items from the tip. The old paraffin lamps and heater have taken on a life of their own. The fire pit turned all floral, and the wicker furniture has been given a whole new lease of life.
I saw potential in 3 tied items at the tip, and Mark and Kev pulled out all the stops to make them shine again. We even managed to make some money for nothing along the way.
That's not going in the tip, is it?
Yes. How do you make money for nothing?
What are you dropping off? Anything exciting?
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
That is a fishing rod habit.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
I bought you my washing machine.
Oh, wow. She can transform her finds into desirable,
What have you done?
valuable,
Oh, amazing.
and let's hope, saleable items.
That is one clever sandwich.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Gosh, your smashes are lovely.
Trash transformation is no picnic for teddy bears or Sarah.
You've got a car full there.
She's been given special permission by Dunbar Recycling Centre in East Lothian to seek out some tip treasure.
Well, it's a beautiful day, it's a lovely location, but I've got my eyes on the prize. I'm after the rubbish. I'm here to see what turns up.
she's searching for 3 items that she can work her makeover magic on. She's the fairy godmother of garbage, the Tinkerbell of trash. You might even call her Stinkerbell.
If I kiss this frog, who do you think it'll turn into?
Why, hello there, Sarah.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
The magic wore off quickly. Perhaps Ian's junk will have a happy ever after fairy tale ending.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi there. Don't throw that away yet.
Ah.
May I talk to you about your fence?
Well, yes. If you...
Pop that back for a second.
Right.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'll shake your hand with a double gloving. That's all right.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the fence, and why is it
This
here?
is a friend's fence, and it's been up for years, and it's far too small.
Right. So,
Bigger one gone in.
so they're getting a new fence?
They've got it.
OK, and you're helping out, are you?
They're just getting rid of the rubbish.
So, what do you think it's made out of? Is it just a softwood?
Just a softwood.
Pine sort of something?
It's all pine, I would say.
And have they got a fairly exposed garden? It looks like it's really well weathered.
Yes, you could say that, yes. Up in this part of the world, yes, very exposed.
I really like the look of the weathering on it. All this beautiful silver wood. It might look like an old fence to you, but to me, it's looking like something that doesn't want to go in the wood skip. What do you think?
Madness comes to mind.
Excellent. I've been called many things. I'll take that one.
No need to worry, Ian. Sarah doesn't take offence easily. Or perhaps in this case, she will.
I'd really like to try and do something with it and then come and find you, and we can see who has the last laugh about the rotten fence, all right? Because I'd love to have a go at making something out of it. Would that be all right?
Be marvellous, yes, go for it.
Brilliant. Well, shall we unload a few bits and I'll see exactly what you've got in here?
Ian has no idea what Sarah sees in the old fence, which is understandable. What does he think she'll make of it?
I haven't a clue. So, yeah, I'll be very surprised if you can make something out of that that doesn't look like a fence.
Well, there's plenty of material in this old fence. Some of it is a little worse for wear, though, and that will be difficult to work with. But there's lots of character, and we'll just be picking out all the details in this that are good and trying to make the most of them. But I think there's enough material here to be looking at a little bit of profit.
Let's meet the maker Sarah has picked to turn this from trash into cash. Norman Wilkinson is a self-taught furniture maker with more years of experience than he cares to mention, making handcrafted, bespoke items that stand the test of time.
I'm self-taught, never been to college, never took woodwork at school, so over the years I just taught myself. We started making a few pieces and it just took off, so it was the best thing I ever did.
He loves what he does and he likes a joke too.
If I actually told you how long I've been doing this, it'd give away my age. I think I'm still 21.
Oh, Norman. Don't worry, folks. His carpentry skills are better than his jokes. They'll need to be with this lot. Ever the eagle-eyed entrepreneur, Sarah's not after any old rubbish. It has to be the right kind of rubbish. Something she can turn a profit on.
Plastic bags, cardboard, garden waste. Somebody's going to have something good in a minute.
Are there any garbage goodies in the back of Jonathan's motor?
Hi there.
Hi.
What's in the box?
Some Demijohns.
Have you been brewing?
We've just finished.
Have you? What did you make?
Some terrible wine.
Was it really awful?
It was really awful.
What flavour did you go for?
I think it was elderberry.
Elderberry. OK, yeah, actually, I can relate to that. I don't like elderberries. They have an acquired taste, don't they? But these look in near mint condition.
I know. I keep them clean. They're a family heirloom. They are.
Really? Were they your parents?
My father's, yeah.
Was his wine awful as well?
It was, yeah.
Home brewing's heyday was the 1970s, but it's on the rise again. The great British public love DIY. Brew it yourself.
You can't be throwing these away. They look fantastic.
Why, do you want them?
Definitely want them. I definitely want them. Not to make wine, because I think I might have a shocking tale to tell if I had a go as well. If I could take those off your hands.
You certainly could.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
Does Jonathan have any idea what will become of the Demijohns?
I will be very surprised if she does anything other than make wine with them.
So the gauntlet's been thrown down. I've got to make something better out of these than elderberry wine. It can't be that difficult, can it?
Not when you've got a crack team of crafty types to lend a helping hand. Guy Trench takes vintage household items, memorabilia or plain old junk and transforms it into unique and offbeat lighting.
I think my job really is the best job in the world. Not only do I love doing it, but it's different every single day. And it's preserving history, you know, keeping those old things going in another disguise. That ticks my box big time.
Prepare your box for a right good ticking, Guy, because Sarah's got just the thing for you. Sarah's salvaged 2 items for her artisans. Will John have a little something special in his boot for her?
And I'm going to guess you. Oh, you are! I thought you might have something interesting.
Hi.
How do you do? I'm Sarah.
I'm John.
John, hi there. John, what is that?
It's an Indian table. It was my mother-in-law's. It was given to her by her then fiancé as an engagement present at the end of the Second World War. And unfortunately, it's been through a fire, as you can see.
How did that happen?
We had a serious house fire some years ago.
My word, we're all safe.
All safe, but a lot of damage.
Well, that definitely has some history about it. And so that's the...
That's the stand for it.
So
There's
they
nothing
open
wrong
up,
with the
don't
stand,
they?
apart from the hinges gone.
So how old do you think it is?
Mid-40s.
Beautifully carved. And that's all hand carved, isn't it? You can see by how beautifully different each flower is. Well, that is beautiful. May I have a closer look at the stand?
Please do.
Brilliant. So I pop it down. They open out, don't they,
Yes.
into a ring?
Indeed.
Detail on it is just
It's
lovely.
beautiful,
Yeah.
it really is. It has been a treasured piece, I must admit.
And have you used it since the fire or not? No.
It's been stored away waiting to do something with it.
Well, I think those panels on there are just beautiful. The fact that it's
Yeah.
hand-carved and the detail in it, it would have been a really fine thing as a present, wouldn't it? A
Oh,
lovely
it was.
gift.
It's gorgeous. In its prime, it was very good, very useful.
May I take it away?
Please do.
And may I come and find you?
Yes.
If I can do something with it, because
Yes.
I think it's be really interesting to work on.
Sarah's got herself a real piece of trash treasure. Is John happy she saved it?
I'm pleased that Sarah's taking it, but what she's going to do with it, I have no idea.
Well, this is a sweet table, and it would have been a really lovely piece had it not been damaged. But then it wouldn't end up here. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this one, sending it off in the right direction.
The only way is upcycle for the 3 items Sarah's salvaged. She's picked Norman to work on the old fencing and Guy to transform the Demijohns, while she will try to make the table into something saleable.
Well, I've been talking garbage all day, but now's the time to put my money where my mouth is.
Sarah's got all her mallards in a line. And her first dump diamond drop-off is in the village of Hellingley in East Sussex, where master of all things wood, Norman has his workshop.
Looking forward to seeing Sarah. Always do. I mean, she's great. She always brings in a load of old rubbish, but, you know, it makes the day tick along even more than what it normally does. So, yeah, fantastic.
Here's hoping he's still as excited to see Sarah when he claps his eyes on this.
It's this stuff here.
Oh, is that it?
Yep, come on, let's get it in.
I mean, you have excelled this time.
I thought you'd like it. I'll just take this little bit, all right?
Norman's not so keen on the rotten, broken up, crumbling, weather-damaged, rusty-nailed fencing. Wonder why? Sarah saved it, so what has she got planned for it?
I really like the washed out, bleached out wood. It's silvered, that wood, because it's been weathered. And it's got style because it has wear. Because you can't make it look like this. You have to let the weather do it.
Norman's silence says it all.
Do you want me to wow you with my fantastic idea I've got for a first?
I was going to say, you've never done it before.
Oops, he's off again. Let's give him a moment to compose himself.
So my idea is a
pantry cupboard. Doesn't get much smarter than that.
No. OK. Pantry cupboard. I'm visualising it already. Go on.
I thought use these lovely pieces with all that colour on them for the doors.
Yeah.
Maybe on legs to elevate it a bit. Quite crisp. Open it up. Lovely shelves.
Yeah.
Doable?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Have you made one before?
I've made cupboards and things, but I've never really used this sort of material. But I think, you know, it's all part and parcel of the fun of it. And we'll put some bits on the back to put spices and all that sort of stuff in it.
On the doors?
On the doors.
That's like my dream pantry cupboard.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd really like that.
Jeez.
Norman is bringing Sarah's fantasy furniture to life. But will his price tag bring her back to reality?
Tell me about the money.
The money. A lot of work in it, taking it all apart, doing it and everything. 525.
I was thinking it was going to be high fours, 525. I'm going to say brilliant. Go
We're
for
close.
it. Yeah,
Shall
it's
we go on?
fine.
Yeah.
Bye.
The hand is shook, the deal is done. It's over to Norman now.
I think we've got to take it all apart, add some other materials into it, we're going to have to. And I think actually can look quite smart. So I think, you know, once we get into it and decide where we're going, it's going to be a good project. So, yeah, it might look rubbish now, but I'm hoping we're going to turn it into that magic word gold.
A golden cupboard, wow! Norman has £525 in the dark arts of the alchemist to turn the old fence into a pantry cupboard of purest gold. Or perhaps I've misunderstood that last bit. Our next destination on this upcycling adventure is Woodham Mortimer in Essex, home to light maker par excellence, Guy. Sarah's picked the 2 Demijohns that were in the best condition to bring to Guy.
I can't wait to see what Sarah's got today for us. Hopefully it's something interesting. She's pretty imaginative, so I think it will be a bit different.
About that bit different thing, Guy. Not this time, I'm afraid. Sarah has brought Demijohns to Guy before. A decision which proved to be both creatively and financially rewarding.
Hi there.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm really well. How are you? Nice to see you.
Very well indeed.
Standard Guy Trench issue, Demijohn lighting.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
do you think?
I think we could do something with those.
I know you've worked on them before. I still like them. I still think they're so classic that they are appealing. Have you had enough of them yet, or have you got...
No, I think that it's such a simple design. We've done hanging lights out of them for you. And this time you would like...
Table lamp?
Table lamps.
Yeah, I think, so I was wondering about, I've got this thing at the moment about rainbows. I was wondering about doing a rainbow of resin in them, but I don't know how it works with expansion and if you can do it in something like this.
We break an awful lot of glasses. We're putting a lot of heat into this because it's resins which will heat up. It may work. I've seen somebody who's put paint. I don't know how they've done it, but they sort of put paint in, splatters, chuck it around, and it was absolutely really beautiful. It was on a sort of big French wine bottle.
OK.
I mean, I've never tried it. I mean, it could be a little rubbish, but it just might come out well. I don't know.
I really like that idea. A bit of Jackson Pollock going on the inside.
Yeah.
It would be a laugh, wouldn't it?
Well, we can certainly give it a go. I've no idea what it'll look like. I think it's a pretty specialist job to get it looking absolutely fantastic, and there's only a few people I know who can do it really well. But I'm prepared to give it a go and see what we can come up with.
This pair aren't playing it safe. Let's hope it's worth the risk.
So how much do you think that's going to be to get that all singing, all dancing, a pair of those? What are we looking at?
I think we could probably do those for... I said, I'm not sure about the painting side of things yet, but...
You'll be fine.
I think about £165 each would be about the right sort of money we could do it for.
OK, well, that sounds great. I reckon I've got a bit of margin. A pair of them, I'm going to make a return on that. So, excellent. Well, good luck with the painting.
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah.
Lovely. See you soon.
Sarah and Guy have made money with Demijohns before, but with the painting idea, it could all go horribly wrong.
I'll have a go, certainly, with trying it with the paints, and I think it will, if we get it right, the effect looks absolutely, you know, great. But it is a first time, and it's it'd be beginner's luck if I do it well.
And with that morale-boosting summation from Guy, let's hope Sarah's happy with the results of her £330 investment. Sarah's got her crew of hot-shot, crafty types up and running. At her home in Sussex, it's the perfect day for basking in the sun. But Sarah doesn't have time for that. She has the fire-damaged table to transform.
This would have been a beautifully carved table. The detail is lovely, and I'm hoping to salvage that. Such a shame about the fire damage, but it has got some aesthetic appeal left in it, and that is what I'm hoping to harness to turn it into a moneymaker.
Sarah has a plan to maximise her profit. She'll do a little bit of amateur restoration on the tabletop to try and get it to a saleable condition. She also plans to transfer the carvings onto fabric to make giant-sized floor cushions. She doesn't do things by halves, does she?
That's Bramble's toothbrush. Sorry, Bramble.
Bramble's too busy maxing her relaxing to worry about charcoal dust on her toothbrush.
If it's going to get dusty, I'm going to have one of these on.
Sarah's using a firm toothbrush to remove the top layer of burned wood and all the dirt and grime that has built up over the years. The toothbrush bristles are fine enough to get into the contours of the carving, but soft enough to ensure they don't damage it.
Such a beautiful hard wood. It just wants to look beautiful. It's shiny and lovely.
To achieve the shiny loveliness, Sarah's going to paint the tabletop.
I just want to disguise that burn mark on the circular top, and I'm going to leave the sides looking that beautiful natural wood. Going to go for a lovely, rich chocolate brown colour so that hopefully the detail stands out, but all of that damage disappears. Chocolatey.
Oh, look at this neat little trick.
Perfect way to stop getting dribbles of paint down the side of your tin. Just a little bit of masking tape.
I think that might possibly be the coolest thing I've ever seen. Ever. Sarah is using an acrylic paint because it's hard-wearing and durable. It's also eggshell, which will give the table a nice shine.
If I can just even up the top colour on this table, might look all right. Can hardly tell where the burnt bit is.
With the tabletop spruced up, Sarah's taking pictures of the table to send to a printer who will transfer the images onto fabric for her giant-sized floor cushions.
Nice. Might be lovely.
Sarah's certainly going big with this project. Here's hoping the £68 she's laying out on materials is money well spent. In his East Sussex workshop, Norman is facing the daunting challenge of making the weather-beaten fencing into the focal point of a pantry cupboard.
What has she done to me? I want to cry.
Oh, Norman. He loves it, really. Sarah liked the aged, silvery look of the wood, which Norman will reclaim and use for the cupboard doors.
I'm sure when we finished it'll be fantastic. So let's get the hammer and start knocking it apart and see where we go. It's just going to be a tedious job just now taking all of them apart, but it's what we've got to do.
Tedious? Yes, but this rubbish dump transformation business can't be all glamour, you know. It might have been easier to use fresh timber, but as Sarah said, the weather-worn look of the fence can only be achieved through time, and it's this silvery look that will make the pantry cupboard unique. He's got a smile back on his face now. Is there a sweeter sound than the crack of chisel on wood?
That's what we love. Using second-hand materials, it's a great joy because I love the timber, I love the finishing of it. There's no point getting up in the morning and doing something you don't like. Hey, fantastic, last one. I think the worst is over.
Preparation-wise, it's the last one, but Norman's far from done. With the slats removed, he now has to make sure there are no rusty old nails sticking out.
I'm going to be dreaming this tonight, aren't I? We'll try and get out what we can, but if we can't, then they'll stay and I'll bash the heads off. That'll be all part of the look.
I think Norman might be confusing rustic with rusty.
Hey, fantastic. There we go. Happy days.
It's been 2 hours of bashing and pulling, but finally Norman has his timber ready to use. What exactly is he going to do with it?
Right, we've done the painstaking bit of getting all the nails and getting the timbers done. Right, now, we've got a piece of MDF, because that's what we're going to stick them onto. Then we go like that, and then we just keep going down, as we call herringbone. And then I think it'll look really, really cool.
And as the cool stuff is about to begin, we need to leave Norman to it. In the Essex countryside, Guy is about to begin the Demijohn to table lamp transformation. Sarah wanted a rainbow type effect, so Guy will paint the inside of the glass jars using a new technique.
What we've decided to do with these is to have a go at painting inside the bottle. I've never done this before. I haven't got a clue how it's going to work out. I'm not sure what paints to use. So really it's a bit of an experiment to see what it looks like at the end of the day.
He's experimenting with £330 of Sarah's money, so wood has been touched and fingers are crossed.
I have no idea how it's going to go. It could be really horrible or it could be really good. I just don't know what it's going to be like. So anyhow, let's shake the old paint up.
The paint Guy is using is designed for creating stained glass windows. His plan is to pour the paint into the jar and swill it around until it fully colours the Demijohn.
And now we're going to very carefully pour a whole lot into the bottom of the jar. Just swill it around the bottom. Yeah, it's coming along slowly. I just hope there's enough in there to do the whole bottle.
Guy has chosen an amber paint for his base layer, but he needs to make sure he covers all the glass for an even finish.
Just see it cascading down the bottom now. Now I think what I'm going to do is put it onto this tray here. You can see it all falling out the bottom. I think it's looking okay at the moment. It's got a nice clear even film all over it. I think that looks pretty good at the moment. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that. That's better than I thought it was.
Stage 1 is a success. For stage 2, Guy wants to create a splatter effect with black paint. To do this, he's come up with a homemade gizmo, a paintbrush stuck on a drill. Ingenious.
Just trying to get not the paint on the actual jar itself, so. One bit done. Just give it one more.
Guy was pleased with his amber base layer. Will he be as happy with his runny, dribbly effect?
It's coming on quite nicely. We're getting that sort of cascade of blackness coming down. This is all an experiment. I just don't know how it's going to work out. It's all a bit of a gamble. If we had hundreds and hundreds of them and I had all the time in the world, I might get it right. But as we've got it now, it's. I think it looks quite nice.
Do people pay top whack for quite nice? Sarah will soon find out. It's an upcycling extravaganza for our craftsmen. And it's all go, go, go for Sarah too. Her fabric has arrived from the printer with photos of the table printed on it, and she's hard at work turning it into super-sized floor cushions.
So when I took the photographs, I put some filters on them to make the whole of this fabric look like it was made out of stone. I'm thinking antique, Moroccan. This is super fine velvet. It's all cotton and it's really luxurious. But velvet is a nightmare to sew. So I'm hoping it's going to be worth the effort. That's pretty though.
Sewing patterns for cushions can be purchased online, but Sarah's working on one of her own devising to save some readies.
I've invested £25 a piece in this velvet, so this has got to work. OK, it's going to be great.
There's only one way to tell: get them stitched and get them stuffed.
I've never seen anything like this before. I hope other people like them.
Badly burned in a fire, the table's glory days were long gone. Will it be born again like the proverbial phoenix from the flames? Sarah has produced 3 items of upcycling excellence. Her amateur restoration of the table has hidden the fire damage from all but the closest of examinations. The rich, dark, chocolatey paint accentuates the detailing while hiding the burn marks. Sarah sent high-resolution photos of the table with a marble effect filter applied to a digital printer, who transferred the image onto super lush velvet. Sarah used the material to make these plump floor cushions, inspired by a table that was seconds away from the skip.
I'm so pleased I took a chance on that little table because I really didn't think it was going to come up like that. Very pretty and I think saleable in its own right now. And I've got a couple of chances of making money because I've got some lovely, big, generous floor cushions. They're comfortable, they're soft. I hope somebody loves them.
Sarah needs to do a bit less hoping and a bit more selling. Sarah knew she'd found a piece of trash treasure from the moment she saw it in the back of John's car.
John, what is that?
It's an Indian table.
There was no chance of that hitting the skip.
I'm pleased that Sarah's taking it, but what she's going to do with it, I have no idea.
John, I think you're in for a very pleasant surprise. Now Sarah's in Midlothian to show John what became of the family heirloom and perhaps pass on some profit too.
Hello there.
Good morning, Sarah.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. So, did you wonder what might happen to a table after it came into our hands?
I am intrigued to see. Or to know, should I say.
Well, it was something that I worked on, and the fire damage on the top of it wasn't as bad as it looked. Because of the lovely quality of the wood, the burn hadn't reached very far down, so it was easy to restore. So I've actually got some pictures of the table after I restored it.
Wow, that looks like it was in its heyday.
I managed to polish up the top of it and put some paint back on the top just to even out the colour, and took some pictures of it. So I ended up making floor cushions.
Very imaginative. I'm very impressed.
They're made out of velvet, so they've got a lovely luxury feel to them. So what do you think of those?
I don't know what to say. I'm actually flabbergasted. That would never, ever have occurred to me in a month of Sundays.
Well, it did have such a lovely design on it. So I'm pleased to say I managed to sell the table and the cushions, and I had profit for you.
Wow.
I've got £192 here for you.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Is that a surprise?
Very much so. But the money will go to Alzheimer's research, because my mother-in-law died from the complications of Alzheimer's.
Well, that's very appropriate, because it was her table, wasn't it?
It was her table, yes.
Well,
so that's a good use of the money, I think.
Fantastic. Well, I'm very pleased that I managed to stop it going into the skip. The table's going to be loved and the footstool's going to be really well used. So altogether, it was great to catch up and a lovely thing to do with that money.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sarah spent £68 on materials, rejuvenating the table and making the floor cushions. Sarah uploaded pictures online and sold them all for a combined total of £260, giving John £192 to donate to charity. In his East Sussex workshop, Norman is putting the finishing touches to his pantry cupboard ready for Sarah's arrival.
I'm really looking forward to seeing her today. I don't normally say that, but I really am, because I think what we've done is really cool and I think it looks brilliant.
Oh, well, Norman's confident. He wasn't too sure about the old fence when Sarah dropped it off, but he's certainly not sitting on it now. No wonder Norman's chuffed with his handiwork. This is fantastic. Sarah loved the aged look of the wood from its years spent as a garden fence being battered by the elements. And Norman has made it the focal point of this handcrafted piece of furniture. He's treated the wood to bring out its natural silvery lustre. Norman has given the cupboard a modern and slender shape, which creates an attractive contrast with the reclaimed and rustic wood. My gob has been well and truly smacked with this transformation, but what will Sarah think?
Norman?
Hiya.
Oh, Norman. Come here.
That's great, isn't it?
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. Really pleased.
Norman, it's all sleek and slimline and beautiful.
Sleek and slimline. I've never been called... Oh, sorry, the cupboard.
I'm not feeling all that splinteriness. This is beautifully finished. What have you done on that?
Well, we've obviously laid it and then we've just cleaned it very lightly because we don't want to lose any of the colour. And then we've actually put just a clear wax on it.
You couldn't have done it better, because it looks just like that old fence, but it looks nothing like the fence. It's very clever. Go on then, show me inside.
Ta-da! And then we've got cupboard space inside.
I'm loving the lines and all that's going on. And what I'm noticing is, normally, you're all about the plinths and the cornice and everything, but this is super pared back, isn't it?
Yeah, we thought we needed to keep it very simple and keep it minimalistic as the best we can. But I wanted to really celebrate the doors, because I think the doors look really cool, so why do we want to put cornices, plinths on it and just keep it as plain as we can?
Tell me, though, budget, 525 quid was where it was about there. How'd you get on?
Well, I would say we did do a few more hours on it than we should do, but we're going to stick on bang on budget.
Really?
So, yeah, but I just think it was a great cupboard, so yeah, more than happy.
That's a great job.
Fantastic.
Thanks
You'll
ever
be
so
good.
much.
I'll see you soon, yeah?
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is the face of a satisfied man, and quite rightly so.
Well, I just love that cabinet. It showcases all Norman's skills. He's turned a rotten old fence into a ravishing cupboard.
At the dump, Ian was chucking out a friend's old fence. It was weather-beaten and battered, which was exactly what Sarah loved about it.
I'll be very surprised if you can make something out of that that doesn't look like a fence.
Norman made something all right, something very special indeed. Now Sarah is back in Dunbar to show Ian what became of the old fence.
Ian, hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
And you, yes.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, you were doing good deeds the last time I met you. Weren't you recycling somebody else's fence?
Yes, indeed, yes. As you can see, it was in a bad state.
Yeah, so were you a little bit surprised that somebody wanted to take it away at the recycling centre?
You could say that, yes. Yes.
And any thoughts on what might have happened to it since it left your hands?
Well, I thought of kindling.
Kindling. Actually, you could bundle it up and make some lovely kindling out of that.
You could do, yes.
I'm lucky to have a lot of really lovely people who I work with. So I took it to Norman, who is in East Sussex, and he helped me with a vision. So he's made something. Would you like to see it?
I think so, yes.
Your fence
You ready?
now looks like this. It's been put onto a cupboard. This is lovely Norman who made it. He's made a big, useful kitchen cupboard out of it and used all of the lovely colour on that fence.
That is all...
To make that front. What do you think?
It's incredible, really. From kindling to that, I would have never given you a million years of thinking of that one.
I put some pictures up on social media and it has sold. So I've got a little bit of profit for you as well. There is £50 here for your old fence. So that's for you.
Thank you very much indeed. And thanks to Norman, too.
I will pass on your thanks, because it was a new thing. He hasn't made something like that before, so he was really chuffed with it. I'm always nosy. What might you do with £50?
Well, I might go along and give the person that would the fence a pound.
What are you going to do with the rest?
I don't know. Somebody behind me might want that.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lovely to catch up.
Thank you very much indeed.
Sarah paid Norman £525 to create a pantry cupboard using the old fence. She sold it to a private buyer through social media for £575, giving Ian 50 quid of profit. In Essex, Sarah is on her way to Guy's workshop for the grand unveiling of the Demijohn table lamps. She wanted them to have a rainbow burst of colour. Has Guy succeeded?
Well, I'm not over the moon this time. It was an experiment, and I think I'm going to let Sarah be the judge if she likes what it looks like. For me, I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what she thinks.
Guy's not over the moon with his electrifying experimentation. It seems he is chasing rainbows. They may not be the burst of vibrant colour Sarah's expecting. However, Guy shouldn't be too hard on himself. He's made two very eye-catching table lamps. Guy has set the lights upon a strong and sturdy black granite base. He's added a touch of colour in the woven silk flecks, which gives a little character to the lamps. And of course they've been PAT tested and comply with all UK electrical safety standards. With this repurposing makeover malarkey, you can't be afraid to experiment. And if things don't always turn out as we expect, well, sometimes a happy accident is just as good.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good to see you again.
They're good.
Well, it's an experiment this time. I haven't played with paints before, and I'm not really sure. And I was just wondering what you were thinking.
They aren't actually what I was expecting.
Right.
I thought there'd be a bit more colour, something that blocked out the shape more, but I actually think that they look really different. They're not the kind of thing I've seen before. I'm particularly taken with that one. That pewter stuff is really good. That one looks slightly like maybe I've seen it in a laboratory or something.
Right.
I think there's something...
Something's growing in there.
Yeah, I think so. But actually, if you have an interior where you have those kind of limey greens and that sort of essence going on, it's going to fit in really well.
Yes.
And also, because they have that beautiful plinth and that lovely wire and that great shade,
yes,
it's the package. And altogether, they're really striking.
Yeah, good. Well, we will continue to try, when we get more time, to try and get this splatter effect.
Well, I think you've had a really good first attempt at these. How did you get on with the money? Because it sounds like you've spent quite a while experimenting.
Well, I'm actually going to make it cheaper for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm going to make it cheaper. Since I envisioned them to be, with the spatter paint and everything else, and looking a little bit more exciting, so I've decided to do the bottles for £125 for the whole set each.
That's amazing. That's brilliant. Well, I think I stand a good chance of selling them at that money. They are beautifully made. You might not be keen on the paint, but I think if I get those in the right setup and I take the right pictures, I think I've got a good chance of making profit on those. So I'm going to say thank you for trying so hard on them.
Okay,
thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, they might not be quite how Guy envisaged, but I think he's created something really striking. Time to get them sold.
At the tip, Sarah discovered garbage goodies in the back of Jonathan's motor.
What's in the box?
Some Demijohns.
Jonathan had no idea what Sarah would make with them.
I will be very surprised if she does anything other than make wine with them.
Sarah gave them to Guy to work his makeover magic. And while Guy was unsure of his creation, Sarah had no trouble selling them to Jonathan, who bought both lamps to sell in his luxury furnishing shop, Barnbury in Cheltenham.
The lamps, I think, are great. I think the silk flex is a brilliant addition. Great pop of colour. I think they'll sell really well.
Now Sarah is in East Lothian with a pocket full of profit for Jonathan.
Hello.
Hi. Nice
How
to
are you
see
doing?
again. Fine, thanks.
I said I'd come and catch up with you if there was something to be done with your Demijohns, but they weren't originally yours, were they?
No, they were my father's, and it was a family heirloom of a winemaking kit. In fact, I have the last bottle here.
Let's see it. Beautifully labelled.
Pimwithan 2016, paintbrushes only.
It's as good as that, is it?
It's terrible.
OK, well, I hope we've made something better out of them than the wine, because I've got some pictures here to show you of your Demijohn. In their new guise, they now look like that.
Wow.
They went down to a man called Guy who makes lighting out of anything. He has added silk cables, cotton shades, and he has used a very complicated technique to make the insides different colour. Do you think they make better lamps than they make wine?
I think they're far more useful now. Although my father probably wouldn't agree.
Well, you won't get a headache out of them now. They are decorative, they are good-looking pieces, and they've actually sold, so I have money here for you. You can buy yourself a couple of bottles of wine because there's £45 here.
I am really surprised, as you can probably tell. Thank you very much.
Complete pleasure. So, do you know where that might go?
We're going to donate it to the local lifeboat, Dunbar Lifeboat.
Fantastic. Well, you can see if they want that last bottle while you're at it.
Well, if they're ever sprucing the bottom of the boat up, I think they might be able to use this. Thanks very much.
My absolute pleasure. Nice to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guy charged Sarah £250 to transform the Demijohns. Sarah sold them both for a combined total of £295, giving Jonathan £45 to donate to charity. Job well and truly done. Sarah saved once cherished possessions from being chucked in the skip. They could have been rotting in a landfill site, but instead they've all been given a new lease of life.
Dunbar Recycling Centre provided 3 great items that have turned 3 great profits, and that's tip finds that have been transformed into top-end pieces, and now that's what I call a lovely day's work.
It's like waiting for the ships to come in, isn't it?
How do you make money for nothing?
You're throwing this away as well?
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
This is nice though, isn't it?
That's why reclamation expert Jay Blades wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I've been a builder, I've been a philosophy student, and now I'm a furniture restorer. So I know more than most about transformation. I revamp the old into the new and then sell it on for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
They do need a little bit of fixing.
Yeah.
A little bit of love.
He can transform his finds into desirable...
You've got to stop doing this to me.
Valuable...
Wow, this is amazing.
And hopefully saleable items.
You've done a brilliant job, mate. Brilliant job.
If Jay is successful, then he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I wasn't expecting that. No, dear me.
At the Walsall Recycling Centre, it's a full-on trash-tossing frenzy. Jay's been given special permission to scour the recycling centre for 3 pieces of junk. But if they hit the skip, they're gone for good.
My job today is basically to save good quality rubbish from that guy over there. So it's a bit of a competition got going on here.
Jay's in it to win it in his battle with the crusher. But there's one thing we need to know. What exactly is this good quality rubbish he mentions?
When you say it out loud, it doesn't sound right, does it? Good quality rubbish.
You said it.
Yeah, that's what I want. I believe in it. Good quality rubbish.
Well, if Andrew has any of this top-notch trash, then Jay better be quick, because the claws of the crusher are eagerly awaiting its arrival.
Oh, wow. How you doing, mate? You all right?
All right.
You're throwing away a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, just a bit, pal.
Is it all right to come into your shop?
Yeah, come in. Have a nose.
God, blimey. Oh, that's an old bed, isn't it?
Yeah, old 50s bed, I would say.
The bed and other furniture belonged to Andrew's wife's auntie. He tried to give it away, but there were no takers, so it's ended up at the dump.
What's those, bedside cabinets?
Yeah, bedside cabinets, which can be thrown away anyway.
Right, let's get this up. God, that's a scratch, isn't it?
Is this the good quality rubbish or just the rubbish?
Whoa, now that's nice.
Great, it's the good stuff.
So what, you've tried to give them away and nobody wants it?
Tried to, yeah, advertise it, free of charge, nobody wants it no more.
Is all of this from the same house then?
This was from the same house, yeah. She was from about the 50s, 60s, I'd say.
All right, so can I take all 3 of these then? This one as well?
Yeah, take all 3 if you want to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't got another one of these? I know I'm pushing me luck, but it's worth a try.
No, I haven't.
Oh, right, OK.
Unfortunately, no.
All right, well, I'll take these 3, yeah?
OK.
All right,
No
cheers
problem.
for that.
What does Andrew think Jay will do with the 3 cabinets?
Oh, I reckon he'll paint them, make them look a bit rustic, style of painting and that.
The furniture Andrew couldn't give away, Jay snapped up to try and make some money from.
I know what you're thinking, why have I taken these? But bedside cabinets are very useful. And with the right touch, these could turn me a profit.
Let's meet the maker that Jay's hoping will turn these into money makers. Emma Walker is a self-taught furniture restyler. She restores items under the watchful eye of her pooch badger and revamps them with wallpaper and other materials to give them a bold new look.
I love using the wallpaper because it does transform a piece of furniture. It makes it sing, it breathes new life into it. Really, the furniture and the wallpaper need to be happy together, otherwise they don't go near each other.
Here's hoping Emma's restyling can turn these from trash into cash. It's a rip-roaring start. The cars are queuing up with boots full of potential loot, but Jay can't rest on glory's past.
No, there's nothing in there for me.
He needs to stay sharp, ready to pounce. Like a junk ninja.
I feel like one of them, what's them birds called?
A pigeon?
A hawk.
Ah, sorry, hawk.
You know, you can just see your prey.
Will Rubbish Hawk Jay find anything to swoop down on in Ken's car?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
All right, Jay, you want a door?
Of course I want a door.
I've got a good door there.
Have you got a door in here?
I have got a good door, yes.
You've got a good door, yeah? OK.
Got to find an opening for it.
Oh, I like that. I like your style. There we go. Oh, it's a long door, isn't it?
Well, it's, yes, 6'6", something like that, yeah.
6'6"?
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot. Yeah, it is 6'6" because I'm 6'3". So what was it?
Well, it's a door for a pantry, as we call it, a pantry.
So what door's on there now, then?
Well, I've got a new door on there now, and it's like a storeroom now, not a pantry. Tin food, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So how long have you had this door?
Probably 30 years, yeah.
30 years?
Since we changed, we had an extension, actually.
It's still good, though, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with it.
Somebody find a use for it, yeah.
I think they will find a use for this. So, is it all right with you if I take this? Because I know you said, do I want a door,
If you can use the door, you can have it.
I can have
and
a
it
door.
won't cost you nothing.
It won't cost me nothing?
No, not
You sure?
Yes.
That's cheap enough, isn't it? All right. Well, if I'm able to make it into something else other than a door,
Yep.
is it all right to stay in contact with you and let you know what I've done?
Well, you can, yes, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
OK, this is all mine, then.
OK.
I'll see you later, yeah?
Yes.
You take care. Mind your head on that door.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't finished yet, by the way.
All right.
As you may be aware, Jay's got a door. Is Ken surprised he wanted it?
Well, I am surprised, yes, because, you know, to me it's rubbish or, you know, it's surplus to what I'm doing, like. So what are you going to do with it, I don't know.
I don't think Jay knows either.
Ken's pantry door. I know. What am I like? But sometimes you come across an item that it's not obvious what you're going to turn it into. But with a little bit more thinking, I think I could come up with an idea for this one.
And Jay's got a great idea. Give it to someone else to work on. Bruce Forsyth and his magnificent beard hail from New Jersey in the US of A. His passion is wood in all its shapes and sizes.
My personality is reflected in my work by trying to do things unique and trying to have my work reflect that. I don't look what other people are making. I try to just do my own thing. I love working with salvage pieces. I think the transformation is the best part. To take something no one sees any value in, and you put value in it. And I love being a part of that.
You may have second thoughts about that once you see what Jay has in store for you. With 2 pieces of tip treasure saved, Jay needs to find his third and final item, a dumped diamond that he himself can transform. Is Derek's trunk full of junk actually a boot full of loot?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Jay. You all right?
Hi, Jay. I'm Derek.
All right, Derek. So what's this?
It's a steamer trunk.
A steamer trunk?
It's a steamer trunk. You know, it's the sort they would have taken on the Titanic, except this is not from the Titanic.
This isn't from the Titanic. No. All right.
But
cool.
it's the type they would have used, about 100 years ago or something like that.
So it's not a suitcase?
No, it's not. It's
No?
it's a blooming great big thing. Look at that.
Oh wow.
I mean, you can get all sorts of stuff in there.
So is this yours then? You had this?
Actually, it's not mine. It belongs to a friend of mine who he moved house. He wanted somewhere to store it. He stored it with me.
Right.
I've had it for ages. I phoned him up and said, "I've had it for too long. Can I get rid of it?" And he said, "I thought you'd already got rid of it." And I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Well, no." He said, "You can dump it." So this is how I'm here today.
To cut a very long story short, yes, it is his. Kind of. And it could be this trunk's lucky day.
So how old do you think this is then?
I remember trunks like this back in the 1950s when I used to travel by train with my family. My dad was a railwayman.
Right.
And you'd see people with trunks like this on platforms, porters with their big trolleys with these on, you know, and that was like 60 years ago.
All right. Is it all right with you if I take this then?
You can take it away.
You sure?
It's all yours.
Thank you.
You can do wonders with it. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to be off then.
Lovely.
See you later.
Have fun.
I will do.
Is Derek happy Jay's taking away the trunk?
I'm absolutely intrigued. I love to see it nowadays when people can do creative things with old stuff like that. And if somebody out there can make something useful out of that they can sell on and do and what have you, make somebody happy, that's great by me.
It's worn and it's battered, but this has got history and character, which in my eyes means it's got potential. All I've got to do is get to work now.
It's been a grand day out at the dump for Jay. He's saved 3 bedside cabinets for Emma, Bruce will transform the old slatted door, and Jay will try and make the steamer trunk into something saleable. He's defeated his old foe, the Crusher, this time.
Now that was fun. I've got my items. Now it's playtime. Let the transformations begin.
And where better to work, rest and play than Brighton? Jay has sent the cabinets to Emma to turn them from unwanted items into must-have furniture.
Right up my street, just the sort of thing that I would pick up. Legs on or off, that's no problem to get those back on. Wonder what Jay thinks I should do with them.
There's no need to wonder anymore. He's on the phone.
Hello, Jay.
Hello, Emma. How are we doing? You all right?
Yeah, I am. Are you?
Isn't that nice? They could chit-chat all day, these two, but we've no time for that.
So the idea that I had was basically to cover them over. We're doing it in your kind of style as well.
You know, I do like covering things over, but I'm looking at these bedsides and the legs, the struts or the frame and the legs look like really nice wood. I don't know what the wood is, I'll look it up, but so I think I might quite like to leave some wood, refinish the wood and do some and stick something on somewhere, you know, for the few bits.
OK, so all of that, how much is that going to cost me?
If we say a piece, 85 each, whatever that is times 3, can't think on the phone.
All right, that sounds reasonable.
Allow me to be of assistance. It's £255.
If I could, I would shake your hand.
Yeah, we'll do a what you call virtual shake. We've shaken on it. I'll be experimenting a little as well, so it's all good. You know, I do like to do a little bit of experimenting and try some new things, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, you take care now.
From a cheery hello to a fond farewell, the deal is done.
Right, that was a really good phone call with Jay. I enjoyed that. Nice to hear his voice as well. And we've come up with a plan. I'm going to refinish the wood, be nice, and then put something different, possibly on the fronts, and can't wait to get started.
Jay has agreed a total budget of £255. Let's hope Emma's plans to experiment on the cabinet still result in a stylish revamp. Ah, Yorkshire, hills, dales and tasty batter-based puddings. You might not expect to find a hip young furniture designer from America's East Coast setting up shop here. But that's exactly what woodworker Bruce has done. Jay's bringing him the slatted door.
Jay's on his way. He's always got something exciting. He'll be here soon. Can't wait to see what he has for me.
You've got to admire the positive can-do attitude of our American cousins. Don't worry, we'll soon rid him of that.
Bruce, how we doing?
Jay, what do you have? Oh, man.
I've got a door, man.
Yeah, you do. That is a door.
And it's a nice door, that.
It's a beauty. Yeah, it's a beauty.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, real nice.
I bet you don't think that, do you?
No, I don't.
Well,
not at all.
I thought I might as well bring this down to you because you are the man that can turn anything wood into something.
I can do that.
So, I had a little idea, and my idea was basically to turn it into a nice little child's toy box. But that's probably a bit too simple for you.
I don't like that idea.
Oh, you don't like it?
No. I don't mean to be mean on you now, but yeah, I just don't like it. What I like is the louvers. I like this.
So you like the door?
No, I didn't say that. I said I like the louvers.
Oh,
okay. I said I like the louvers. I think the louvers are cool. I think what we need to do is take these and make a chair out of the two chairs, I think, out of this door. I think we could cut it here, cut it there.
Hold on, you just said 2 chairs out of the door?
Yeah, chairs. Yeah, chairs.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying chairs, yeah.
Yeah, chairs. Let's do it. That was me trying a positive can-do attitude. Not a good fit. Bruce is your man for that, frankly.
All right, I'm with you on it. I believe you. When you say you're going to make chairs, I believe you. I can't see it myself, but I'm not the one that's going to have to do the work. So, what kind of budget am I going to have to leave with you?
300 quid.
Okay. I'm going to have to wish you luck. I can't see it. So 2 chairs, £300 for 2 chairs.
Yeah.
I'm going to run before you change your mind.
Right,
I'm gone, Bruce.
All right, see you.
Enjoy yourself.
All right, man.
Wow. Now, Bruce is a very talented guy, and I have every faith in him. But 2 chairs out of 1 door? Now that I've got to see.
Jay's away. He left me with this. It's going to be some challenges. I can't wait to get started, and boy, we're going to get this one done right.
Bruce has agreed a budget of £300 for 2 chairs. Not even this old door could rid Bruce of his enthusiasm. But we'll see what happens when he gets started. Jay has dropped off his dump diamonds with his crafty types. Now he's in his Wolverhampton workshop ready to begin work on the old trunk.
Now this is a steamer trunk, and basically it's got loads of character and loads of history, and I'm not going to wipe that all out by turning it into something completely different. It's a bit shabby, and I don't really do shabby. I've got to make this super contemporary, super slick, so I'm going to do it a nice light white colour. And inside, I'm going to have to think about that one. I want to put fabric in there, but if the insides are not strong enough, then I'm going to have to reinforce it. So, first things first is get stripping.
Modern luggage is commonly made from a polycarbonate material which acts as a hard shell, or there's the soft shell type, often made from nylon or canvas. This trunk is made from a composite wood material which simply wouldn't work for modern travel needs. So Jay is aiming to reposition this as a storage box.
Now I can see what I'm working with, and I think this is some plywood on the back. Should make it quite easy for me to line this with some fabric.
Jay wants to give this vintage trunk a little va-va-voom, and the interior fabric will be an important element. But he hasn't picked out a design yet, so he's turning his attention to painting the outside.
So I've got my trusty masking tape and trying to find the end of these. You'd think it would be easy.
If Jay fails to find the end of the masking tape, this whole thing could end in disaster.
Got it. There we go.
Disaster averted. Jay is going to paint the trunk white, but he wants to have a hint of its history. So he's masking the areas he doesn't want to paint.
I always like to keep something of the original, and because this has got a bit of history, I think the dark wood is going to look beautiful against the white background. So the reason why I want to spray it white is because it's more appealing to everybody's house. This could fit into anybody's living room, child's playroom, and as it's used as storage, you want it to be universal.
It's a good idea to wear a mask when spraying paint, and with safety precautions in place, Jay is aiming to create a pristine white finish. You might have to rethink that idea.
Sometimes things don't work out, and this is one of those times. Now basically what I've done is I've sprayed it with a chalk-based paint, but what it's done is identified all the problems. So the white's supposed to hide it and make it look perfect and beautiful. Look at that. Got it wrong.
So far, he's only spent £3.75p on white paint. But this project's going to need a creative rethink. Back in Brighton, Emma is using an electric sander to remove the shiny varnish and dark stain from the cabinets. Current furniture fashion is for natural light-coloured wood, so her plan is to refinish them in the contemporary style.
I've moved on to hand sanding with very fine sandpaper to finish the wood nice and smoothly, no sanding marks showing. Give it a nice fine finish before I revive the wood with Wood Reviver.
Emma's keeping her little tricks of the trade top secret. I, however, am a blabbermouth. When she's finished sanding, she'll use linseed oil to give a nice, natural finish.
If I just put a wet sponge on that, so I can get an idea of what this might look like with a clear finish. Less orangey than I thought.
The original dark stain has penetrated deep into the wood. Emma can't sand it away without ruining the legs.
Not sure.
While Emma ponders how to overcome her design dilemma, she's decided to turn her attention to the cabinet fronts.
For the bedside tables, no wallpaper. I'm going to try something I haven't tried before, image transfer, and I've got a practice piece here. Underneath here is an image, and I've applied transfer gel and let it dry for overnight. And now I want to release the image. See what it looks like. Fingers crossed.
This gel is remarkable. It soaks into a print on paper and transfers the image onto another surface. It can be used on wood, plastic, fabric, or even glass. But it's a difficult technique to master.
Well, nothing much is happening so far.
Emma has wet the paper and is gently rubbing it away to avoid damaging the transferred image.
I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous about this because I have a vision of it being lovely. But I've never done it before, so I don't... But I'm quite excited, actually. I can see it revealing itself. This is quite a delicate operation. No, look, there. It hasn't worked there. Maybe I haven't put on enough gel. Often I don't do test pieces because I'm quite an impatient person. And for this, I really wanted to. Oh, can you see that? Ah, I can see it revealing itself. This might work.
Just be careful. You don't want to rub away any of the... Oh dear.
I've been heavy-handed and pulled off a whole lot here. So now I know what I have to be careful about. I think I haven't put on enough transfer gel. These experiments are supposed to be so you can find out as much as possible about what not to do. I am kind of determined to use this image transfer because if it works, I know that it's just going to look really quite lovely.
If is the key word here, I think. If it works. From southern style to northern soul. In Yorkshire, Bruce is transforming the slatted door into 2 chairs. An idea that left Jay bamboozled as to how Bruce would achieve it.
Okay, so now you can see a bit more of what I'm talking about. It's going to be a backrest, but you can see how it has a bit of spring in it, and I think that's going to be comfortable for the user in the chair.
User comfort is important, but so is confidence that any descending derriere will be well supported upon touchdown.
This is obviously not meant to be a seat, so we have to support it somehow. So my idea was to run a center spine up the seat to see if it could carry the weight. So I want it to flex a little bit, but not so much it cracks the wood. I'm going to check how strong this is by sitting on it.
Fingers crossed for a successful bottom onto slat interface. It seems to be strong enough, but is it comfy enough?
Yeah, it's not bad actually. It flexes a bit, but it's fine. It does what it should.
Bruce wants to combine comfort and functionality with eye-catching design. The door will form the seat and backrest, but Bruce will use other wood to make the frame.
Right now I'm just kind of playing with some of these design ideas and with where I want this front leg to hit, where I want this back to go, how I want this to angle, where I want the backrest, all the arms, stuff like that. But it has to be comfortable because in the end of the day it is a chair, but it has to catch your eye, it has to be interesting to look at.
To connect the cut-up door bits with his frame, Bruce is using a traditional carpentry technique. He's working with a joint cutter to carve holes in the old door and new wood, into which little pieces of timber called biscuits are glued. These biscuits form a join between the 2 pieces. Can someone get me a custard cream?
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe some of this glue off and then get this clamped up. Just going to wipe a little of the excess off so I can see what I'm doing here.
Clamping the biscuits in place is vital to ensure a strong bond. The glue will seep into the porous biscuit, which causes the biscuit to expand, creating a sturdy connection. Please stop making me say biscuit. Can someone get me a fig roll, please?
As you can see, it doesn't necessarily look like a door anymore.
It might not look like a door, but it certainly doesn't look like a chair yet. With the reinvigorating restylings well underway, Jay's steamer trunk to storage box transformation is nearing completion. It's caused greater than anticipated brow frownage for our upcycling junk genius.
This old trunk has definitely given me a run for my money. It hasn't been easy, but it is looking good.
Jay wanted to give this shabby trunk a chic makeover to create a cool and contemporary storage box. He's banished the fuddy-duddy browns with a bright and bold pattern. Jay lined the interior with a hard-wearing linen with a 70s psychedelic look. Jay originally wanted to achieve a pristine white finish, but discovered the chalk paint he was using highlighted the damage rather than hiding it. Instead, he settled on a matte dark grey. He left the wooden ridges on the trunk just as they were to keep a touch of its original character.
Originally, I wanted it to be white, but the white made it look even worse. The grey looks beautiful. It shows up the timber, the original timber, exactly the way I wanted it. And the bit that I like the most, which is the cherry on top of the cake, is the inside. Just adding that little bit of jade touch is that. Now, to me, that's the winner.
Well, the proof will be in the profit. At the recycling centre, Derek was seconds away from slinging the trunk in the skip.
So what's this?
It's a steamer trunk. I love to see it nowadays when people can do creative things with old stuff like that.
Well, here's hoping Derek approves of this makeover. Jay advertised the storage box for sale online, and it piqued the interest of vintage shop owner Diane. It was exactly what she'd been looking for.
I'm super pleased to get this trunk today. It goes perfectly with my vintage shop.
Now Jay is on his way to Derek's home in Walsall with a pocket full of profit and a story to tell about what has become of the steamer trunk.
How you doing, Derek?
Hello, Jay. Nice to see you.
Yeah, very good. How you been?
I've been good, yeah. Yes, I've sort of been keeping myself busy. And,
As you do.
As you do.
So do you remember the steamer trunk that you brought down to the recycling centre?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Well, it was something I took on.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was just keep the character and keep it as some form of storage.
OK.
And what I'd done with it was...
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
You like that, yeah?
Yeah, oh, I love that. I mean, that is... Now then, you'll pardon me saying, but that to me, psychedelia, that is, what it's all about. Oh, I love the pattern.
Yeah, the fabric is delightful.
I love the colours as well because they're so bright and vibrant and they sort of jump out at you.
Yeah. So you approve then?
I love it, and I really do. And I'm all for recycling. I'm all for sort of making something out of something else, and sort of moving it on rather than sort of just dumping it.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that.
And I did manage to move it on, and I've sold it, and I have for you a grand total of £80.
Wow, that is most unexpected,
right?
And absolutely fantastic.
What are you going to do with the money then?
Right, this money is going to go to the Royal British Legion Poppy Appeal.
Brilliant. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's absolutely amazing. That's made my day.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you.
You take care now.
You too, as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jay spent £15 creating the storage box. He sold it for £95, earning a profit of 80 quid, which Derek is donating to charity. Emma has tried out some new techniques on the cabinets, and she's feeling a tad apprehensive about Jay's imminent arrival.
Fingers crossed he likes them. It's always a little bit jittery. I've really enjoyed working on them. One of them, the little bow front, I know what I'm doing there. The other one, I tried a few new things on that. So let's see what he thinks.
Jay chose Emma to revamp the cabinets, and he believed her daring design ideas would make them a surefire money maker. The little chest of drawers has been reinvigorated in Emma's signature style, using wallpaper to give it a bold new look. For the cabinets, Emma experimented with image transfer, using a print of a floral design from the 1800s by artist and designer William Morris. Emma had hoped to sand away the dark stain and give the wood a natural finish, but that proved impossible, so she hand-mixed a deep teal paint to add colour accents to the legs and sides. The chest of drawers was painted in a light stone colour to match the wallpaper and glazed to give it a shine. But will Jay love Emma's upcycling experimentation?
Emma, how are we doing?
Jay, how lovely to see you.
You good?
I want you to look at my...
Masterpieces. You've got to get one of these. And I don't take my hat off for everybody.
How lovely.
Well done.
Oh,
now, these are
thank
brilliant.
you.
Absolutely brilliant. Cool, blimey. They are super nice. I love the way you've done this.
I had to.
You had to?
It was not my intention. I had to do that only yesterday because I refinished that wood, which is not something I usually spend so much time on.
Yeah.
And there were black bits that would never come out here. So when I put the oil on, it just brought out the black too much. So I thought I either have to paint all of them or... So I left some of the wood, and I think it has worked.
No, it looks amazing.
There's a little surprise inside.
What, there's more?
Just a little one, small.
All right.
Because they're small bedsides.
Okay.
Because there's a mirror images, so these are bedside tables. This will be on my side of the bed.
Yeah.
And it says loving.
Oh, cool.
And this will be on your side of the bed.
Oh, and I'll be
it says
sleeping. That's cool.
And that's from a quote to do with William Morris, which I took this from.
Oh, so this is a William Morris print then?
Yeah, it's it's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's an image transfer that I've used transfer gel. It's the first time I've used it actually, and it was quite tricky. I had to hand paint some bits in, but that was quite nice because I'm a bit of a frustrated artist.
But your design is perfect. So I left you with £85 per unit, £255 budget for all three.
Yeah.
So how did we do?
We're going to stick at the 255.
So you came in on budget. These look amazing. I'm happy with that because I've got a bargain. Thank you.
You have got a bargain.
I've got a big bargain because these are beautiful. But thank you. I'm going to be off.
You're welcome. It's lovely to see you.
Likewise. See you later. Emma has done a blinding job on those three pieces. She could have got it so wrong, but she's definitely got it so right. Now, all I've got to do is put them out there and see if anybody else likes them.
At the recycling centre, Andrew was about to sling this lot in the skip.
Whoa.
They were the cabinets nobody wanted.
It's just old stuff which nobody doesn't want no more.
So what, you've tried to give them away and nobody wants
Tried to, yeah, advertise it, free of charge, nobody wants it no more.
Jay did, and he entrusted Emma to give them a desirable new look. Now Jay's at Andrew's home in the West Midlands to show him what has become of the cabinets. But has he sold them?
Hello.
How you doing, Andrew?
How
You
you
all right?
doing? Fine stuff, how's things?
Not too bad. I'm busy, but good.
Good. I'd rather you than me.
Yeah. So, do you remember the cabinets that you brought down to the recycling centre?
Small.
Yeah.
The small one was there.
You bought three, so you had
Three.
one. There was one that was matching, like two bedside cabinets.
Oh, right, yes.
And then one that was kind of like a chest of drawers.
Chest of drawers thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know.
So,
Yeah.
well, what I did is I took him down to Brighton, and there's a lady down there called Emma.
Oh, right, yeah.
And what she turned them into, well, she didn't turn them into anything crazy, but she put her spin on them, and there they are.
Oh, wow.
They look
Them
cool,
all
don't they?
wicked.
You like
That's
that?
proper cool.
So she's painted them, rubbed them all back, changed the handles
Changed
as well.
handles, yeah. That's cool.
That is cool,
That
isn't it?
is cool. I never thought of that.
Please tell you, someone's bought them.
Really?
Yeah. And I have
No way.
a profit of £70 for you, sir.
Oh, wow. £70?
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
So what are you going to do with that then?
I've got a grandson who's on the way in a couple of months' time and that. So I'll show Andy to him, but...
so he's getting a present and he don't even know it?
No, but he's going to have your name on it and the show's name on it inside the card.
Oh, bless you.
That's what I'm going to do. Thanks,
Andrew?
much appreciated. Thank you very much.
All right.
Brilliant, cheers.
Well, you take care then,
And
yeah?
yourself, yeah, watch what you're doing.
I
Be
will do.
safe.
All
Okay,
right,
okay. Try.
Bye-bye.
Emma charged £255 to restyle the three cabinets. Jay sold them for a total of £325 to a retro and vintage boutique, leaving Andrew with £70 to give as a present to his soon-to-be-born grandson. Jay's eye for a dumped diamond has resulted in 2 success stories. Will Bruce's chairs make it 3 out of 3?
He brought me in that ugly door, and I have a huge, amazing surprise for him. I don't think he's ever gonna expect what I did with that door.
For this old door, Jay needed a craftsman with upcycling ingenuity and a flair for design. Bruce is the woodworker with the wow factor, all right. Using the door to create the seat and backrest, Bruce also designed an eye-catching angular frame. Made from offcuts of Iroko timber and African hardwood, the geometric design combines style with structural sturdiness. To seal the wood and enhance the grain, Bruce finished the chair with a clear oil-based varnish. His attention to even the smallest detail is evident in the contrasting light wood used to cover the screws. It's time to hear what the boss thinks of Bruce's handiwork.
Bruce, how we doing?
Jay, how you been, man?
No way.
Yeah.
Is this the chairs?
That's the chairs.
Well, you've blown me away, mate. These are amazing.
Thank you.
This is the doors that I dropped off.
Yeah, these are the
bits.
doors, the center bits of the doors.
Not this bit here.
No. That's all brand new wood. That's Iroko.
But these are amazing. Unbelievable. You've just taken it, you've just knocked it out of the park, haven't you?
Thank you.
You've totally smashed it. Well, looking at this, like the design on there is exactly the same design as the actual frame.
Well, it is, because I try to keep like with the angle of the louvers to kind of design the chair. So I used it to inspire the chair design. So that's why it's really angular. And that's why all the angles are kind of on the same pitch. So it was a bit of work, but in the end, it was worth it.
It's more than worth it, mate. It looks amazing. But then also you had to strengthen the seat as well.
Yeah, so there's a piece of wood running here to strengthen the seat.
Yeah.
So the louvers flex just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they kind of stop flexing.
Yeah.
So when you sit down, they give a little, so it's comfortable.
In the style stakes, Bruce has turned up trumps. But how do they feel to sit on?
Yeah, that's comfy.
The seat's all right. The backrest is little.
This is cool. So I left you with a £300 budget.
Yeah.
How did you do?
We're on budget.
Yep. Thank you,
I
sir.
had the timber laying around.
Yeah.
It was fun to play with it.
This is just,
It was a neat project. I liked it.
You've given me two beautifully designed chairs from a door, which I still can't get my head around. But no, all I've got to do is sell them now. So thank you.
Thank you.
I'll get these picked up.
All right, I'll see you soon, man.
And I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Wow. Now this is what it's all about. A door made into two beautiful chairs. Now that is a winner, if ever I've seen one.
Ken was all set to sling his door in the skip, but Jay had other ideas.
Well, I am surprised, yes, because, to me it's rubbish or, it's surplus.
The door was surplus to requirements for Ken, but provided Bruce with inspiration and materials for two fantastic chairs. They were put up for sale online. It wasn't long before they were winging their way to the home of a private buyer. Jay is in Pelsall to catch up with Ken to show him what has become of his old slatted door and hand over the profit.
Good morning. Jay.
How you doing, Ken? You all right?
I'm okay, yes. But
That's good.
not too bad.
So do you remember the door you brought to the recycling centre?
I do, yes. And
What were they from?
It's from a little room where we called it a larder or a pantry, and those,
But there was nothing wrong with the door, you just had it replaced.
The door was okay, but I wanted to match the other doors up. So
All right, I'm with you. So it was an all right door, but it just didn't match the new
match
decor.
the other ones, that's right.
All right.
That's right.
Well, I took your door to a guy called Bruce, and he's up in Leeds, and what he turned your door into... So here's your doors.
Oh, that's different, that is good, girl. I
Would you
could
think
never have done that.
No?
I used to do a few jobs, but now I couldn't have done that. Now it's nice, yeah.
Well, if you could come up with the imagination, because that is quite impressive.
That's right, yeah.
He said to me he was going to make some chairs out of your door, and I was like, really? But then, look, he's produced that. Well, I don't have them anymore, because somebody's bought them.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm pleased to tell you, I've got some money for you. I've got £150 for your
Yeah,
door.
that's good, that is, but...
So what are you going to do with that?
Well, what I do, donate to charity, cancer research.
Right.
Salvation Army.
Okay.
And the boat people, the lifeboat people,
So free charities?
Every year, yes, it's a charity, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So I'll spread it out between those three charities then.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
That's good, that is.
Well, that's 50 quid each then.
Yes, that's good, yeah.
Yeah?
Brilliant, really.
Right.
Good day, yeah.
Right.
Yes, and thank you anyway. It's good, that is, brilliant, really. What you can do with
brilliant.
an old door.
Right.
Okay.
You take care now.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Kenneth was impressed with that transformation, and rightfully so. From one door to 2 chairs and a wad of cash going to 3 charities? Come on, what could be better than that?
It cost a total of £300 to create 2 chairs from the old slatted door. Jay was able to sell them for £450, leaving Ken with a profit of £150 to split amongst 3 different charities. Jay saved 3 pieces of junk that were destined for landfill, but now each of them with hard graft and creative flair have been given a brand new lease of life.
It just goes to show that with a bit of imagination and a lot of hard work, even the most tired items can be transformed, turn a profit and make some money for nothing.
Ooh, this looks interesting.
How do you make money for nothing?
There's loads of metally goodness in here.
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
The moths have been at this, Tony.
Yes, they have. That's why entrepreneur E.J. Osborne
I like to call this industrial chic.
wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a designer and maker with an obsession for getting crafty with cast-offs, and I've turned my passion into a business. I take the old, turn it into the new, and sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
It needs to be given some happiness.
It does.
I don't have a choice, do I? This is all you brought me.
I'm sorry, Neil.
he can transform his finds into desirable,
That is spectacular! Oh, my goodness!
valuable,
Can I touch them?
touch of Bill, and let's hope saleable items.
Oh, my goodness!
If EJ is successful, he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That's unbelievable! Oh, my goodness!
Woking Recycling Centre in the glorious county of Surrey. It's where hundreds of people bring tons of trash, and it's where upcycler extraordinaire E.J. Osborne has come to spend the day doing what he loves best, rummaging the rubbish.
Check out this thunderous noise behind me. Now, I reckon that's a sure sign that the recycling gods are going to be on my side today. All I have to do is save some stuff from the clutches of the grabber.
And that stuff will consist of 3 items which can be repaired, rejuvenated, or completely reinvented and sold on for a profit.
Morning. Hey.
EJ has special permission to scour the skip, so time to get to work.
Just taking a moment.
So soon?
Right, that's enough reflecting. I better get collecting.
About time too. Luckily for you, Holly and Ben have arrived and are about to bin a boot full of unwanted old bits and pieces.
Oh, hang about, guys. Hello.
Hi
Good
there.
afternoon to you.
Afternoon.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
I've spied something special in your boot.
Our chair.
This looks very interesting. What's
It
going
is.
on here? Why are you dumping this?
Well, this is my dad's chair. Obviously, you can see the state of it now, so he's replaced it with a brand new one.
Do you mind if I take this?
Possibly. Possibly. What are you thinking of doing?
Well, I just think that this is nowhere near the end of its life. I think we can make something really special.
Sounds good. I'm sure my dad would like that.
Yep.
Goes to
you
good
get
use.
some more life out of it, it'd be great.
It looks a bit sort of meaty and heavy. Would you mind helping me
course
take
I
it
will.
away?
I'll let the man do it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Right, thank you. Let's go.
So EJ has his first item, a tired old single-seater. Why, oh why, would he have chosen that? Any ideas, Ben?
I reckon he chose that chair because it's quite a good-looking chair, quite a nice little piece. So obviously, being updated and upholstered, it'll look good.
Yes, will look good, yeah.
Very cheery couple.
Now, I know this looks really bad, and it is really bad, but I can see through all this grubby, grimy, grotty exterior. All it needs is a lot of TLC, and that's exactly what it's going to get.
And the lucky people with this old treat in store? The Bristol Upholstery Collective is a creative maker's space that welcomes all with a shared passion for upholstery. Created and run by Leanne Treadwell, this group of legendary ladies put their heads together to create furniture that has to be seen to be believed.
I love to constantly challenge myself. I always want to do something new, and do it differently to how I might have done it before. If I wasn't an upholsterer, I reckon I'd be a back-end dancer. That was the dream in the 80s. MTV, I would have been there.
I'm not sure Leanne and the team will be tripping the light fantastic when they find out what EJ has in store for them. With one item safely tucked away, EJ is back on the hunt for two more. And he's employing every one of his razor-sharp senses to find some gems.
Can you hear that? Now that is the distant call of rubbish waiting to be saved.
Nope, that's more like the sound of being too late to save any of that lot. But if you're quick, you might just catch Steve, who looks like he may have something rusty to check out in the boot of his car.
All right, mate, give you a hand there.
Mate, yeah, lovely, cheers.
What have we got here then?
Some old acro props.
What? These look... They're heavy, aren't they?
They are heavy.
So, what are these for?
I built an extension on the house a few years ago.
Yeah.
They were used for supporting the ceilings and the roofs while we were taking walls and that out. Don't need them anymore. They're just taking up space in the garden.
They're pretty meaty old things, aren't they?
Yeah, take plenty of weight. So they held my house up while I was knocking walls out, so...
I really love all this old, heavyweight industrial stuff. So, do you think I'd be able to have these?
Help yourself.
Yeah?
Yeah, help yourself.
Great. All right. Well, thanks very much for your help.
You're welcome.
I will take them away for you.
Brilliant stuff.
Cool.
What are you going to make with them, then?
Don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. The possibilities are endless.
Endless possibilities. Can you think of any, Steve?
I think you might make a table or adjustable bed or something like that out of it, because they've got the legs that go up and down. If you can get them all cleaned up and working again, they should work perfectly.
Some good thoughts there, Steve.
So I'm always on the lookout for some hardcore industrial equipment, and these are exactly that. I reckon with a bit of elbow grease and some thought, they're going to go a long way.
All the way to one lucky artisan. Artist blacksmith Beck Simon is a master in manipulating metal into high-end furniture and bespoke metalwork commissions. Together with husband Dave, this dynamic duo relish each new challenge and go at it hammer and tongs.
We like texture, sort of flowing lines. I mean, there was a lot of Art Nouveau inspiration.
Yeah, well, you came from a very Art Nouveau background, and over the years it's developed. It's a bit more... I don't know, what's the word?
Unique.
Unique.
Ah, yes, Art Nouveau, flowing, graceful lines and elegant designs. Perfect for the four rusty old props heading their way. That's two finds tidied away, which leaves EJ searching for something that he can transform into treasure.
Once you start rummaging, it's addictive. I'd go as far as to say it's a slippery slope.
Best not to let anything slide past you in that case, EJ, especially as Dave's arrived and he's about to tip a bootload of timber.
Oh, hello.
Hello, mate.
How are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, yeah, fine.
So, you've got lots and lots of interesting wood flooring in your boot.
Right, OK, it's interesting, is it?
Yeah, well, it is to us. Are you, you're tipping all that,
Yeah,
are you?
I'm tipping it all away, yeah. It's what was left over when I redone my lounge floor.
So these are all solid oak?
Yeah, they are, mate, yeah, solid flooring.
And you got loads in there. You sure you want to chuck it all out?
Yeah,
Wow.
Just sitting in the shed.
Nice. Well, can I take it and make it into something else?
Yeah, feel free. Yeah, no worries.
All right. Do you mind giving me a hand with it?
Yeah, of course I will. No, yeah, no problem.
Can I bring it back and show you what I've made with it?
Yeah.
At some point, yeah?
Yeah,
Is that all
that'd
right?
be interesting.
OK, let's get it out then.
OK, no worries.
A whole load of brand new flooring is a fantastic find. But what do you think could be done with it, Dave?
I haven't got a clue what EJ's going to do with it, but it's solid wood, it's pretty good material, so who knows?
And the living room at home must be looking great, right?
My living room's looking lovely. It's, yeah, just the job.
Nice one, Dave.
Look at all this. This is such a find. It's oak. It's fantastic quality. There's no warping whatsoever. It's in abundance. As a material, if you're a craftsperson, this is what you want to be working with.
Sounds like you're a very lucky man, EJ. Today's hunt is over. Leanne and the team will tackle the old green chair, Bex and Dave will deal with the old props, and EJ will craft with the copious amounts of oak floorboards.
I've had a wonderful time in Woking. I found some really interesting stuff, and I'm going to take great pleasure in turning it into treasure.
These days, Bristol is not just known for seafaring, but also as a creative harbour. And docking their ship in the talent pool are Leanne and her team. EJ has brought along the old green armchair, and it looks as if he's in a rush.
Do you know, I like the idea of something that's really, really quite unbearably ugly, and then making it into something really unrecognisable. Basically, I want challenging. Like, I reckon we can take on a challenge.
I don't think you'll be disappointed, Leanne.
So I'm here with one of the saddest looking chairs I've ever seen. I'm going to wheel it into Leanne because I hope she's the one to cheer it up.
It's going to take more than an arm around its shoulder and a few good jokes to cheer up this old chair. But if anyone can, Leanne and her collective can.
Hello?
Hey, Jen, what have you got? Oh, my word. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Let's get it up.
OK. What happened to this chair?
It's had an incredible life by the looks of it. I don't know where.
But, I don't know, it feels sturdy, you know, this framework and everything feels sturdy, right? It's a beast of a chair, really. So I think it should be fine.
My initial idea for this is because it looks so sad and sorry.
Yeah.
So I would like to see fun, jazzy, you know, mainly fun. I would like to see this chair kind of sing.
I love that. Fun, jazzy, and, yeah, get this chair singing. Brilliant.
With all that in mind, I'm going to need to pin you down on a budget.
If I say £430, that should cover me to, you know, replace any bulk of it. But then I might come in cheaper, depending on what I can find.
Leanne, if you can take this sad frog and make it into a charming prince for 430, I'm going to take that and I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you soon.
Great. Thanks.
Leanne didn't look too impressed at the prospect of giving it a kiss.
So I've left Leanne with the chair, and I think this one's going to be a real challenge. But I know that she's going to have a lot of fun with this one. I hope.
I asked for an opportunity and a challenge, and I think it just turned up. EJ just smashed it.
For a budget of £430, Leanne and friends are to turn the old green chair into a fun, jazzy print that really sings. Simple. In the tranquil setting of the Surrey countryside, you'll find Bex and Dave in their workshop, which is handy since EJ has sent the 4 old rusty props to them. And already they're inspiring Bex.
We could do a transition of this is what metal can look like to this is what metal can look like.
Anyone else confused?
Isn't that the idea of the show?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about within a piece. So you're like, oh, this is a scaffolding.
Ah, telephone. Well, answer it.
Go on then.
Hi, EJ.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad. Bex is here as well.
Hiya.
Hi, Bex. What do you think of those big support poles I sent you?
They're good. We're just sort of trying to think of some ideas. Have you got an idea?
And they kind of look like they lend themselves to table legs, so I was thinking maybe some kind of big industrial table or something like that. Would that be something that interests you?
That would be quite good. That would be a really nice thing, actually.
Yeah, a table would be good.
Okay, that sounds exciting. And if you made that, what kind of budget could you do that on?
It would be quite a lot on this because it's quite a big project. I think we'd be looking at about £800.
£800? OK, that sounds great. I'm going to let you get on with that. I'm going to wish you luck, and I'll see you guys soon.
Brilliant. All right, thanks, EJ.
Bye, guys. Good luck.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
But what's the tabletop going to look like?
I'm pretty pleased with what EJ's given us here.
Oh, gosh, yeah, they're brilliant.
We've got lots to get on with.
Need to sit down and do some drawings.
Yeah, let's get going then.
OK.
EJ's agreed on a budget of £800. But with no plan yet for what the table will look like, there's a lot riding on those design drawings, Bex. With his crafty crews underway on their own projects in Somerset, it's time for EJ to turn his attention to the collection of solid oak floorboards. At least he's got plenty to work with.
Wow, there's just so much of this wood. I'm so excited about it. It's all new as well, so it's going to be lovely to work with. And there's nothing more I like than cutting up wood. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it all up, and with all the bits and pieces, I'm going to stick them back together and make geometric patterns. And with those geometric patterns, I'm going to make a selection of small, funky coffee tables.
Before any cutting begins, EJ is planing off the protective lacquer. Often applied to floorboards, lacquer is a way of protecting the wood and giving it a shine. Instead, EJ plans to give his coffee tables a natural wood finish.
So I want to keep it really simple. I want to use these planks for the top of the table, and I want to make geometric patterns out of them. So I need a base to fit these geometric pieces onto, and then I need legs. And that's about as complicated as I want it to get. But you should see, I've just drawn what looks like a piece of toast.
You must have some odd-shaped toast in your house, EJ. As they are, the floorboards are too wide for what EJ has in mind, so he's thinned them down with a bandsaw.
So if you want to keep it really, really simple, you know, you could just have diagonal stripes across the whole tabletop. What if I kept some shiny, so some raw and some shiny at random? I like it already, and it's nowhere near being a table.
Using a base of square plywood, EJ's attaching the oak strips, and in a belt and braces fashion, he's using wood glue and nails for a rock-solid fixing. Or maybe not. To carry on the belt and braces analogy, that's the equivalent of your trousers folding down.
I need longer nails.
Using nails that reach the plywood below soon solves the problem. And used along with wood glue, those oak strips won't be going anywhere.
Just got to trim these edges off now.
Once the excess is trimmed from around the piece of plywood, EJ is hoping he's left with a square of diagonal oak strips as a top for his coffee table.
Looking good.
The moral of the story seems to be, if all else fails, use longer nails. EJ has spent £50 and 96p on his floorboards to coffee tables transformation, which includes the hardball base and new hairpin legs that he ordered online. Oh, yeah, and the longer nails. Staying in the southwest of the country, Leanne and her team are preparing to begin work on the old green chair.
Okay, ready? We're going in. Actually, do you know what?
That might be all right, you know, to stand back.
Hang on, I can see a crack here in this frame here, look. But do you know what? It's sturdy, it's not too, like, old and manky, rotten or anything like that, so actually, I might be able to do something nice with it.
The fact the frame is cracked seems not to have dispirited the team, and there's still the possibility of doing something with it. Maybe even something nice, which is encouraging.
Oh, I've got legs. She's got her legs out.
Leanne hopes to leave some of the wood frame exposed, but it all depends on what it looks like.
We found a scratch card in the back of this chair. So, any winnings?
Got to call and find out.
Oh, God, that's going to cost 20 quid at least, isn't it? Oh, damn it.
Looks as if you'll be finishing the chair then, Leanne. But on the bright side, the chair's wooden frame is proving to be a winner so far.
This is good, OK.
It's good. It's not a bad quality frame, actually.
I want to take this bit off.
Do you?
Just one side.
What?
Just make it... It's going to be an odd chair anyway. I mean, a great odd chair.
Great odd chair.
But let's make it odder.
So what, take away the whole side?
No, just this one bit here. And have an angle. I'm gonna draw it out for you and show you.
A picture.
What?
Need to visualise.
A picture? That'll save 1,000 words.
So I'm thinking about removing a section of the frame to make it asymmetrical, because it's very curved at the moment. But I think it might work. I'm just going to try and do my best drawing, which is not going so well, actually. It will look really different.
Asymmetrical. So instead of it being a bucket chair, will it be half a bucket?
Do you know what? If it doesn't work out, we can glue it back on, right?
We're about to find out.
I hope EJ isn't watching this. He'll probably be absolutely appalled.
In case it's still not clear, Leanne is removing the rounded back to the chair, but only on one side, leaving one armrest curved and sweeping, with the other sharp and angular.
OK, we're through.
That'll be the angular side then.
Might have lost a little bit, but I'm sure we can just glue that back in and fill that, because all of this will be upholstered. But that's going to be cool. I think that's cool. Just take out one of the sides, asymmetric chair. Amazing.
Leanne's delicate alterations will be covered at the front, but the plan is to leave the legs exposed.
The thing that we really want to try and do is sand out the staple holes that the previous upholstery had left on the frame in the woodwork.
Is that possible?
They will go. It should leave us with a real nice, smooth finish. We'll see how it goes.
Is there a plan B just in case? With EJ and the Bristol crew well underway with their own projects, in Surrey, Bex and Dave are busy moving some rusty old props from one place to another. What's the plan, guys?
So I think for this, we'll get a piece of plywood and then use different sort of patches of metal, you know, so you've got like a patch here. And
Scrap.
Yeah, scrap, and then just sort of stitch it so it looks like this sort of patchwork of metal.
Yeah.
With the acro props as table legs, the top will be a patchwork of scrap metal.
And a couple of bits.
That's a great start, Bex, but I think we're going to need a few more pieces than that.
Oh, look, that'll be good. The checkered plate.
If you say so.
Oh, that would be really good if we could find some more of that. And see what else I can find.
The standard height for a dining table is 76 centimetres. And of course, it's pretty important that all 4 legs are the same length. No one likes a wobbly table, so there's no margin for error, Dave.
Ooh.
That's another piece of rusty old scrap found for the tabletop.
What I'm doing is I'm looking at sort of interesting textures and shapes, you know, whether we use this or whether we, you know, try and hammer it with the power hammer to put a print onto a metal. So it's just looking for things that we can sort of stitch together to get this sort of patchwork table.
Getting the leg length just right is critical, and Dave's hit a snag. All the cutting has freed the rusty props, making their height adjustable.
Well, we'll just have to weld these up at whatever height we want.
Problem solved.
Got an array of bits here.
I'm not sure Dave heard you, Bex. You might have to say it again.
A variety. Love.
Oh. Yeah.
I was worrying about wobbly legs, but what's the plan for the top?
Not that we've really done it. You were talking about this resin thing. What about if we made our table and put a thing up so you get all the textures, but then you've got the smooth top from the resin? Because then you have all these textures and you have all the gnarliness, and we could use some really rusty stuff. And
Yeah, well, I haven't done any resin work, have you?
well, my dad set my mum's ankle screws in Perspex once.
Yeah, but he didn't do it. He sent that off.
You have to admire Bex's ambition. So while Dave looks on, Bex forms a plan to create a patchwork tabletop set in clear resin using a technique neither of them really know. Excellent.
But that's why we work so well as a team. Because you're quietly not coping with the idea, whereas I'm like, yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the problems, that's all.
Yeah, but don't. Just think it's going to be great.
I think I'm with Dave on this one. In Somerset, EJ's been working hard making the solid oak floorboards into something a little more exciting. When EJ first found the floorboards, they were brand new but surplus to requirements. They've moved up in the world as they've become the solid oak tops for a range of tables. EJ has removed the lacquer surface of some, cut them into thinner strips and mix and match them into geometric patterns, adding colourful hairpin legs and a solid oak surround. Completes the contemporary look he was hoping for.
I'm really chuffed with the way these tables have worked out. I think they look super. You know, these floorboards have worked out so well. I loved working with them. I'm going to be sad to see this lot go.
When EJ met Dave at the recycling centre, he couldn't believe his luck.
Are you, you're tipping all that?
Yeah, I'm tipping it all away, yeah. It's what was left over when I redone my lounge floor.
Just in case you were worrying, Dave did finish the job. Isn't that right, Dave?
My living room's looking lovely. It's, yeah, just a job.
It's not only your living room looking lovely, Dave. EJ's coffee tables are pretty easy on the eye too. When advertised online, it didn't take long for them to sell. They're now off to the homes of private buyers. EJ's travelled to Addleston to catch up with Dave to show him what has become of his old floorboards and to hand over some cash.
Dave.
Hello, EJ. How are you?
I'm good.
Good
How
to
are
see
you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
So last time I saw you, we were down at the recycling centre.
That's right.
And you were getting rid of loads of floorboards.
Yeah, oak floorboards.
Yeah, now just remind me again, why were you getting rid of them?
Basically, it's the leftovers of the when we renovated our lounge. We put an oak floor down, that's what was left over.
Well, I was very excited about those floorboards.
Yeah.
I took that project on myself.
Okay.
So I managed to make some pretty cool things out of them.
Right.
Want to see what they are?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I made 4 coffee tables.
They are really good.
I used all the wood because it was about maximising like all that wood because there was so much of it. And yeah, what do you think of that?
They look really impressive, mate.
Yeah?
They're really, I can't believe you've made those out of that bit of old timber.
So the other good news is I managed to sell them, and I did that through social media.
Right.
And I got a bit of a profit for you here.
That's good.
So I've got £84.04.
That's terrific.
And another 500.
Wow, I can't believe that. That is amazing. Well, that is, thank you very much. I'm not surprised you sold them, but that is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Any ideas what you'll spend all that cash on?
Oh, I'll probably spend it on the grandkids or something.
Yeah.
It'll come in very handy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
OK, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That's a few days out for the grandkids.
Well, I loved working on those tables, so I was so happy that Dave shared my enthusiasm for them, and I think he was quite pleased with that profit.
The floorboards cost just £50.96p to transform. EJ managed to sell the tables for a total of £635, leaving a whopping profit of £584.04 for Dave to spend on his grandkids. With one very handsome profit handed over, it's the turn of our Bristolian upholsterers. And Leanne is putting the finishing touches to the old green seat, just in time as EJ's on his way.
I'm really excited about showing off this one to EJ. I can't wait to see what he says and to see how we've kind of really transformed a few elements of this chair. It was tricky, but it's so worth it. It's amazing.
So I'm here in Bristol to see Leanne. I left her with that sad frog chair of mine. Let's go and see if she's turned it into a handsome prince.
Last time EJ laid eyes on the old saggy seat, its best days were well and truly over. But now, it has a bright, colourful new future to look forward to. Leanne and the team have stripped back the chair to its bare bones. Instead of recovering the frame, they've sanded it down, coated it with beeswax and very much left it on show. Cutting off an arm has given the seat an asymmetrical appearance, and it would be difficult to find a more colourful fabric covering. The upholstery complies with current UK fire safety standards. But will EJ give his seal of approval?
Hello.
Hi, Leanne. That's not the frog chair.
That is sad frog chair.
But it's not sad frog chair anymore.
It's not sad no more.
It's fruity, it's energetic, it's got something, isn't it?
It's
Look
great.
at that.
Chopped a bit off here, look, make it a bit asymmetrical.
Yes, I was just going to ask you about that lovely shape.
Yeah. There was this beautiful round frame, and I decided to chop off to make it asymmetric. So actually to bring in those elements of it being really different and really funky. Yeah, it kind of played on that.
It's amazing. And tell me about this fabric. Why did you choose this fabric?
We just thought it was a really great way of bringing in lots of colours and a new kind of busy pattern that was really, yeah, new, fresh.
This is a lot of work, Leanne, and taking that into consideration, I know we said a budget of $430. Did you manage to stick to it?
Yes, we got there. 4:30, just about did it.
It's a fantastic piece, and you know, I think a lot of people are going to want this. So I'm going to get busy trying to sell it.
Yeah,
and I'm going to see you soon. But seriously, so well done, Leanne.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Take care, see you.
EJ really liked it. That couldn't have gone any better.
I think he loves it. Oh, it's obvious, isn't it?
Wow, Leanne and the girls have really worked their upholstery magic on that chair. It made me smile just looking at it. It deserves a really special buyer. I'm going to go and find one.
When he met Ben and Holly at the recycling centre, EJ was quick to spot the potential in Ben's chair.
I've spied something special in your boot.
Our chair.
This looks very interesting.
Turns out Ben was a tough negotiator.
Do you mind if I take this?
Possibly. Possibly. What are you thinking of doing?
Well, I just think that this is nowhere near the end of its life.
EJ was right, and all it took was the kiss of life from Leanne and friends to turn it into a prince of a chair. It was advertised online and very quickly was winging its way to a furniture shop in Truro, where owner Jody was delighted to have it.
Well, this is a really funky modern chair. Fits in with what we do. We'll have no problem selling this.
EJ's in Woking to catch up with Ben, to reveal what became of his dad's old chair, and to hand over some profit.
Ben.
Hi there. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Yeah?
Not too bad.
So, we took your green chair away.
Yep.
It had seen better days. It was looking really tatty. Did you wonder what I was going to do with it?
I was, yeah. I was contemplating what you'd actually turned it into and obviously how it looks now.
Well, I took it to a lovely lady called Leanne who runs an upholstery collective in Bristol, and she and her ladies worked their magic on it. It is a complete transformation. Right. Would you like to have a look at it?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
yes.
OK.
Can't wait.
So...
Very nice.
Completely different.
Completely different. The actual style of the chairs.
Yep.
Yep.
So she stripped it back.
OK.
And underneath there was this lovely kind of shape, these lovely arms, this lovely woodwork.
Right, yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I'd like to buy it myself.
Well, unfortunately you can't, because we did manage to sell it and it's made a profit.
Nice.
So I have
Very
for
good.
you £50.
OK, lovely. That's a good, that's a nice surprise, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think you might spend that on?
More furniture, I think.
OK, another chair.
Yeah, another chair, yeah. Not throwing it away down the dump. Yeah.
Right, have a good day.
Thank you very much.
So there you go. Ben seemed to like the chair and he's got £50 to put towards some new furniture. Result.
The chair transformation cost £430. EJ was able to sell it on for £480, which left a profit of 50 quid to hand back to Ben to spend on new furniture. In Surrey, Bex is in her workshop putting the finishing touches to what were once rusty old props. Just in time for EJ to take a look.
So I'm in Guildford to see Bex and Dave. I left them with those huge metal props. I think I'm getting a table. I left them with a whopping £800 budget, so whatever it is, I'm excited about it.
So happy to do the table because those leg things are just perfect for a table, weren't they?
Yeah, it kind of came out the bag right at the end, really, didn't it?
I always knew it was going to be good.
It was going to be lumpy.
Yeah, but I knew that we'd be able to do it well.
That's right, I just wanted to know how we're going to make it flat.
Yeah, but I knew in my head that it was going to...
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
It's all about teamwork when dealing with items saved from the skip, such as the seized up rusty old props. They have been transformed into a magnificent futuristic patchwork metal table. Bex and Dave have shortened the props to be used as legs. They've been rubbed down and lacquered to maintain that authentic patina, whilst keeping all the industrial elements intact. A patchwork tabletop has been created using scraps of metal with a variety of textures. A lattice frame holds it all together, which has been sprayed a vivid neon yellow. And to top it all off, no, it's not resin, but a custom-made tempered glass top. It's certainly unique, but will EJ be bowled over by it?
Wow, Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow. Hello, how are you? You all right?
Good to see you.
I feel like I'm looking at the future. What's gone on here? This is great. So a table it is.
Yeah.
And it's metal. It's all metal.
Yeah, it's got underneath. It's got it's all like a wooden board, and we've sort of, you know, basically drilled all of these pieces down to hold it down. And there's all just different bits. You've got different steels and different textures and aluminium.
Yeah.
And we looked at doing a poured resin, you know, to kind of cover the whole lot. But it was about 800 quid we're going to have to spend on resin.
Yeah.
So that went out.
So I would have just had resin for the budget and no table. But this looks amazing. I don't think, you know, you need resin or perspex. This is like lovely the way it is.
And then we wanted to keep as much of the detail as we could. They were really rusty. And we wanted to keep that. Yeah. So we basically just cleaned them up, got all the loose stuff off, and then finished them in lacquer.
Fortunately, Bex and Dave didn't blow the whole budget on a resin top, but it is time to talk money, EJ.
It's a fantastic table. Did you manage to stay within the £800 budget?
For our time, and a bit of new materials in the frame and the timber board, and we were there. 800 was a fair price.
Fabulous, right. Got to try and sell it now.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. See you again.
Yes,
Take it easy.
See you.
Wow, so I thought I might be getting a table, but I certainly wasn't expecting that. It's industrial, it's funky, it's futuristic, it's fun. I love it, it's fantastic.
I think the biggest challenge on this job was, you know, we had to change what we had in mind because we wanted to use the, you know, poured resin, but we couldn't. So then it was, you know, how to adapt it. But that has worked out really well, so I'm glad it didn't work.
Yeah.
When EJ caught up with Steve at the recycling centre, he needed a little support with his props.
Give you a hand there.
Mate, yeah, lovely, cheers.
What have we got here then?
Some old acro props.
They're heavy, aren't they?
They are heavy.
Turns out Steve's no slouch when it comes to potential ideas.
I think you might make a table or adjustable bed or something like that out of it, because they've got the legs that go up and down. If you can get them all cleaned up and working again, they should work perfectly.
Steve probably didn't have a table like this in mind. EJ shared pictures of the table online, and what do you know, it was sold to an event management company in Milton Keynes. Company director Michael couldn't be happier.
I've never seen a table like this before, so I like it. It's an awesome table. It's going to look great in our office.
Now EJ's back in Woking to show Steve what's become of his old props and to hand over the profit.
Steve.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Last time I saw you, we were both down at the recycling centre.
That's right, yeah.
And you had those big metal acro props with you.
That's right.
Well, I found those really interesting and exciting, and I thought we could really do something with those. So I took them to a blacksmithing duo called Bex and Dave, and they worked their magic. Would you like to see what they did?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see,
yeah,
definitely.
right,
Yeah.
OK. So...
Oh, wow.
What did you think of that then?
Yeah, very creative.
It's obviously a big, industrial, futuristic-looking table.
Very different, very good.
Did you, in your wildest dreams, think it had become something like that?
I thought it would have to be something that was going to support something else because of the weight and the size of them. So, yeah, table's really good.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad you like it. The other really great news is we managed to sell it, and I have for you, Steve, a profit of £95.
Lovely, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Can I ask what you might spend that on?
My brother's just come over from Ireland for a few days, so probably go out for a family meal with it or something.
Fantastic. Well, look, have a good time.
Great.
And thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Steve.
Bye-bye.
It cost £800 to turn the old props into a table. It was sold for £895, leaving a tidy profit of £95 for Steve. EJ salvaged 3 items from the tip. The surplus floorboards became funky coffee tables, the old green chair was jazzed up, and the rusty old props are now supporting a futuristic tabletop.
Wow, Leanne and her team and Bex and Dave pulled out all the stops to make my tip finds amazing. That's 3 items that were headed to landfill that are now heading to new homes. Brilliant.